Just saw him on.
Sorry, man. I just watched the highlights. I just watched the knockout reel, you know?
You guys watching NASCAR race today?
Yeah, man. Of course we did. No.
Boom, boom. Cool. I feel good about it. And then we'll tag what, Krangus comedy, right?
No, just Gillespie. That was my old Arizona thing that won't let me delete either Lamb-ass or just my regular name.
Okay, I got Lamb-ass on there.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with what's his name? Thomas?
Who?
Gregor Gillespie.
Oh yeah,
The best fisherman
welterweight,
in the UFC
the best welterweight fisherman in the world.
Welterweight fisherman?
Yes.
Yeah, 170 pounds.
They actually have weight classes for fishing?
No, he's a UFC fighter.
Yeah,
but he does fish a lot.
Oh.
But it matters if they have a weight class for fishing, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but they weigh the fish, not the fisherman.
I don't understand any of this. This is ridiculous.
170-pound bass.
I'm just trying to make conversation, guys. We're on a podcast.
Yeah, we are good to go though. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you,
Krangus, Pepper, Thomas. We got two of the funniest people that I know, myself and Krangus. We also have.
There we go. Starting off hot.
It's starting off hot. Boom! I got 7 jokes lined up for this whole podcast. So get ready. I got 7. I'm ready
They're all
to go.
knock knocks.
Yeah, they're not great. But is it customary for me to give gifts? Would that be weird if I give you guys gifts?
It's expected.
It is actually expected.
Okay.
It is tradition.
Yeah.
I'll walk out right now if you don't have something to give.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some gifts if that's cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, cool. We'll go with Thomas first.
Oh,
Thomas, this is pretty important.
Oh,
you could hook this up to your water hose.
Oh wow!
And you can put soap in it.
Look at that.
You can clean your cat, clean your car, whatever you want.
I feel like I do have 3 cats. I feel like you're trying to be funny, but this is actually very practical.
I'm
I would love to have this
I'm
thing.
dead serious.
Where's my camera?
There you go.
Suds and spray.
That is a sweet spaghetti dispenser.
Wow,
dude, that's pretty fucking cool.
And we'll do Krangus next. Krangus, this is a little gag gift.
Oh wow!
It's a gag.
Holy shit!
It's a big flask. There you go.
I will be dead in a week's time.
Yeah,
for
there you
For an
go.
alcoholic. There we
You're
go.
good to go.
Flask. Ooh,
You can put Kool-Aid, whatever you want. You don't even have to put alcohol in it.
I could beat somebody with this like a cop if they pull me over when I leave this podcast.
And I'm saving Pepper for last because this is gonna be quite the gift.
I'll close my eyes
because I know that Pepper's got a lot going on in his life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And he has a lot to be upset about, and he has a lot to be grateful for. And I just wanted to recognize that. So I got you a grateful tree.
Oh my god! It's a shower curtain.
That's so nice. I've been starting our Rushmore podcast with a gratitude list just to remind Pepper.
Do you want to do that right now?
Yeah, of course.
All
Well,
right.
first of all, I mean, I don't know what you motherfuckers did, but I came with a gift too, Phil.
Oh,
For you. I can't just get a gift and not give one back.
Okay.
So
I brought beer.
I carry one of these. Everywhere I go, but I figure you could have it too.
I hope it's a challenge coin.
Use promo code Rushmore for 10% off. But I brought you some Pure Spectrum CBD.
Wow. That is actually that's more expensive.
Now it's
than
half full.
everything.
I grabbed that one off my bathroom counter.
Okay.
But it's incredible
I
shit.
brought you a 2003 Ford Taurus.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Are we just trying to one up now? Fuck. You have my love and affection,
And hey,
and that's worth
priceless.
more than any of
worthless.
all this dumb shit that you guys gave out.
1,250 milligrams. Is that
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot?
It's like middle of the road.
So if I drop this, I'm just gonna chill out. It's gonna solve all my
relax.
anxiety.
Yeah, 100%.
It'd be
Okay,
hilarious if this is how we find out that you're allergic to CBD and you have a seizure.
We're in Latimer. You're not going to live.
Oh no!
No, I ate some CBD gummies recently, and my head just got really heavy, and I got really tired.
Yeah, it'll help you sleep.
Yeah, maybe that's a post-podcast thing. Give it to your dog, dude.
I
Maybe your
will.
dog will chill out.
Yeah, that's
maybe your
good.
dog will stop jumping in
It's-
front of
it's
moving
dog safe.
vehicles.
Is dog safe?
Yeah, I've given it to my lab. It's dog safe.
Okay, well I need that because my dog gets excited sometimes.
Yeah.
And he knocked the old lady down the other day, and that got weird. You know, because those hips.
Well, she was trying to rob your house.
Those hips don't lie.
Yeah, well they get expensive when they crack. You know what I mean? Did y'all have a safe fun ride out to my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all didn't see any crackheads on the road or something?
Yeah, we did. We saw a very sad-looking ethnic child walking around with no shirt and shoes, and he looked very sad and lonely. But hey, other than that, we did see a Camaro on what I assumed to be 32s.
Okay,
it was magenta.
It's crazy that you just brought that up. I just texted my girlfriend about that.
Yeah.
I live in Biloxi, and that same car, I know it because I've seen the stickers before, lives in my neighborhood.
Really?
Like in my apartment complex. I see that car all the time, and I'm always like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
It is so stupid.
It's like a purple Camaro on like the big 22s or whatever.
No, they got to be at the very least like 30s.
But
like
the fact that they
32s.
bring it from Biloxi all the way to Latimer to like showcase it.
Well, because it was parked in front of a garage.
How interesting whoever drives that car is, you know what I mean?
Well, that used to be a big thing in Columbus, Georgia, where I grew up, is like the donks. Though they had like the themed donks in Columbus, Georgia.
What is that?
So that's like a big like box Chevy on like 26s. But they would have like themed ones. So they would have a Skittles one, M&M's, Hulk. There was a Thor.
Oh yeah, they get paid for that shit.
No, they don't.
Oh, well,
Everybody
they should.
says that. It's a weird like urban legend. They don't.
No, you can like apply and get your car fucking wrapped and get paid by Skittles and shit.
I'm
not saying they did that, but you definitely can do
I don't
that.
think you can.
We my unit in Afghanistan tried to get Monster to give us a bunch of free energy drinks, and they actually said we didn't think they were gonna send anything back, and they literally sent us like an email back saying like one of their reps was like, we will totally send you like the whole deployment's covered per Monster if you put our logo on one of your tanks.
That would be sick as fuck. Did you do it?
Yeah, could you imagine how American and capitalistic that would be to like roll into a town and blow shit up with like sponsored by this genocide is sponsored by Monster.
There's some kid who like you killed both of his fucking parents, and like he sees the Monster Energy logo as the enemy.
Yeah, that's our patsy now.
Y'all keep going. I apologize. My cameras are freezing up on me because that's what happens to my life.
Oh, it's fine. We're in Latimer, dude.
Yeah, we're good.
It's Latimer shit.
We're still going. Hey,
Yeah.
Thomas is good. I'm good. Everybody's good. Hell yeah, we're good.
So did they send you like a bunch of just regular Monster and stuff?
No, our commander wouldn't allow that. I mean,
What a
like,
bitch.
that's got to be some kind of Geneva Code violation in somewhere. Like,
No, I mean, how sick would it be if tanks were rolling around like NASCARs?
Yeah.
Like, a bunch of
sponsored by like WWF.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Wait, the World
Wildlife Fund.
Foundation?
Yeah, not the wrestling one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you. You should have brought your guitar.
Oh.
You have like 4 in here.
What would
Yeah,
I
he
do?
can't play mine though.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well,
These are
wouldn't trust him.
vintage, like
It's like
the high end shit.
I had a friend hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I'm looking for a guitar, blah blah. Which one should I get?" I was like, "Acoustic guitars are like wands in Harry Potter. They choose you. You don't choose them." And he bought it. I couldn't believe that. And now I think he bought like an $800 guitar when he probably should have bought like a $100 guitar.
Yeah, there's cheaper wands out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna buy something, might as well buy the best, right? Especially if you got the cash.
I don't think he has a cash.
Okay.
He has a kid with medical problems and stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Has to be poor.
Should have bought a better kid.
I hope he's not watching.
Dude, kid guitar. Well, hey, what are you gonna do?
Right. Hey, we're all having fun.
Yeah,
Hey, it's fine.
we're having fun here.
I just forget this is live and there's no take backsies.
Are you taking notes?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
You got a problem with that?
No, I love it.
Fuck you.
What type of notes are you taking?
That's a
I
good
just
question.
wrote. I was gonna ask you if you listen to a podcast.
Oh, you have one note?
Yeah. So far.
No, I did.
right.
The last podcast I listened to of y'all's is when you did the stock picks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you gave like some horrible financial advice because you
knocked-
misspelled a couple stocks.
Knocked out of the
I
park.
knew. I
What are you
literally.
talking?
He was on like the second pick, and I was like, "So, did Phil give you these fucking picks this morning?" And he didn't know what any of them were. He was like, "Oh, I just wrote down the symbols for him. I didn't actually write down what they.
Well, that's what Phil
they
texted
stood
me.
for."
Yeah, I told him Fubo TV, and he's like, "Yeah, Fudo. I think it's like a shoe company." I
Yeah, he did like a clothing brand.
Fubu.
Yeah,
For
Fubu.
us bias, dude.
I was like, "No, it's a TV service."
Straight to the top, dude. For us bias, for sure. It's coming back. You see what Champion's been doing?
We're fucking champion Pat McAfee right now.
Exactly, dude.
Champion Back McAfee.
Yeah,
It's Champion
Oh.
hoodie with Pat.
champion hoodie.
Oh, that's
Pat
the
McAfee
hoodie.
Yeah,
Oh.
they make it.
Yeah, I like his show. He's pretty good.
I was gonna ask you, Phil, if you listen to War Mode.
War Mode?
Yeah.
No, I never heard of it.
It's a red pill conspiracy theory podcast.
Oh, is this the podcast where we talk about other podcasts on the podcast?
Yeah.
So far. Wait, Red Pill.
Speaking of, I heard Derek Lewis was on Joe Rogan. I'm very excited about that.
Is he really?
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
I didn't know that. I thought y'all were bringing the extra guy. I thought y'all were bringing the Zane guy here.
He dropped me off. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Do I need to get a mic for him? I'll get a mic for him.
No.
Or we'll just set him.
It's being
No.
weird.
Damn,
We don't
poor
know.
Zane, huh?
Yeah.
That's almost why Thomas was late, because Zane's
Yeah. He almost made me late.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is Zane like your production guy? He's your brother?
Yeah, production
Okay.
guy.
He's a
brother.
production guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Zane,
We record in his kitchen.
Phil, I still got a koozie. I brought this from home. I didn't. See
Okay, so I got more koozies coming. They're going to be pink, and they're going to be
it. For breast cancer.
No.
Oh.
I don't care about breast cancer. We don't get breast cancer.
Yeah.
man.
Hey. Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck women during Women's Month. Yeah. It's super fucking cool.
Well, let women deal with that, right? Let them
Yeah.
set the fundraisers
Yeah.
up.
Women are smart. They can figure out cancer. We don't have to fucking do everything.
I
for
don't
them.
see them doing anything for men.
Well,
Am I right?
I can think of one thing in particular that's very valuable.
Who, is it the woman that puts the Band-Aids on your tits?
No, I do that by myself. I don't need no goddamn one for that. I go to Dollar General, pay for my own goddamn money.
Can the camera see the tits Band-Aids?
Yeah.
I just figure.
Oh,
yeah.
How long does one pair last?
It depends.
boy.
I've seen them look not that fresh.
Yeah, how
Like
it depends.
can I
Many
sign your
times.
Band-Aids?
like a fucking cast. Like I cast in high school.
Yeah.
Do you do that every day?
No, dude. Like
What? No, he does wear them every day, but he doesn't put a new one on every day.
Yes. So I haven't been able to find the Band-Aid Hydro Seal Band-Aids that I usually use. So I'm using athletic tape right now. The Hydro Seal Band-Aids will last for weeks, sometimes months.
Yeah.
Now
God.
this
I bet your nipples smell so gross.
Well, he does the same thing with contacts.
well, hey, who is gonna smell my nipples?
The girls you were talking about.
One girl, my beautiful wife Annie, shouts out.
Okay. I'm getting to know you guys. I don't know
Faithful.
what your marital situations are.
Yeah.
We're both.
Yeah.
You're both.
I'm still shocked that you have tape on your nips.
I don't think it's that weird. I just
Yeah,
have
there's way
sensitive
weirder
nipples.
things about him.
Yeah. Dig a little deeper, dude.
I can't tell you how many times he's gotten.
I'm only just getting to know you, so
Yeah.
I'm looking at the surface.
I didn't-
I'll get there.
I didn't even know this was a thing, but I can't tell you how many times he's had an eye infection because he didn't change his contacts for like 8 months at a fucking time.
Jesus Christ, dude, you got to do that.
No,
I
hey,
keep mine-
turns out you don't.
No, I keep mine in for like 5-6 months.
Yeah, he
Straight
does
up.
that too.
Hey,
Dude,
Check
and
out
then-
the Pepper Rushmore podcast next time when he comes in with an eye patch.
Yeah. I come in Stevie Wonder style, dude.
Dude, if you went blind, that would be great for us.
Like 2 eye patches.
Yeah, but I have like bumps on my eyes, and they said
Yeah.
that's kind of weird, and you probably shouldn't like. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
dude.
we probably go to the
Doesn't
same
matter.
eye doctor.
my eye doctor smelled it a little bit like gin, and he was like, "You'll be fine.
Yeah, dude.
You'll be fine. You're healthy. Look at you, you stud." And I was like, "Okay, these are my eyes. This has nothing to do with physical,
Yeah.
physical fitness."
my eye doctor was like, "Yeah, yours are really bad, but there's one guy that's way worse. He's super handsome, super jacked. I think his name's Phil."
Yeah, basically. Krangus, you're doing District on the Alley every Monday, correct?
Every Monday.
Every Monday.
Yep, that's our dirty show. Which, dude, the guy that owns it, when we were talking about when we initially did the whole deal with it, he was like, "Listen, I worked for Larry Flint back in the day, so I want this to be like the
Rest in
edgiest show. I want
peace.
this to be the dirtiest show ever." And I'm thinking, because I've been doing stand up for like 8 years, I was thinking he was gonna say like he needed it to be a clean show, which I was like, "Fuck." He was like, "I want it to be as dirty as possible," and I was like, "You got it." And so, like 3 trucker shit jokes later, he's like, "I'm trying to run a restaurant. Can y'all clean it up a little bit?"
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we
I
were
feel like
too
that
dirty
happens.
even for like a guy that worked for Larry Flint.
Yeah, I feel like that happens quite a bit.
What
People-
I really want to do at those shows like that is just I want to like people watch and watch like the old people that are in the crowd. They're just coming in there to get a salad or something or have a night out, and then these guys get up with their dick jokes and toilet humor. You know.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's happened. We've watched him. We've walked people before, but you don't see it as much anymore because now it's like an established thing, so people know it's like the dirty joke
Yeah.
night, and they don't really come out.
Do you haggle them if they get up and walk out? Do you
No.
gotta call them out.
I
I
kinda
thought that
shit.
that's what
You
you're
want them
supposed
out
to do.
quicker. You don't want them to stick around.
Yeah, that's how you keep contracts with
Yeah.
bars. You just like run off all their customers, and then they don't pay you anymore. That's how comedy works. You
That's
didn't
how
know.
that's how the real ones do it.
Yeah.
I've been working on my my set for since I
Let's hear it
broke my
right now.
cherry.
All right.
It's not going well.
Okay.
It's not going great. It's a bunch of like shout out to my wife's boyfriend type stuff, and then I go on from that, and then it talks about like,
Oh, so you're keeping it real.
if I dated a cop, like, and there's some jokes associated with
Are you
that.
gonna at least invite your wife's boyfriend to a show?
Hopefully. Hopefully, but I say them in the mirror like late at night and shit. And when I feel funny,
that's not fucking weird at all, dude.
when I feel funny,
That's totally normal.
and I'm like, you know what I hate? And I'm like, no, let's try.
I
that
really
again.
want that your wife never knows anything about this. Do you even have a wife, by the way?
No.
I was like, he's married?
Phil, here's what I want you to do. Instead of doing them in the mirror, I want you to do them on video with your phone and just send them to me. I'll tell you exactly. I'll give you an honest opinion about your jokes.
Okay, because I feel really good about them.
Okay.
Like, you know, like if you're with a girl or whatever,
Uh huh.
you tell her like stop resisting
Uh-huh.
because
Oh, God.
there's a lot of
This is great. This is great. This is really good. Please keep going. I like this.
so you know.
Oh, let me give you an intro and you can run. Can I get one?
What?
What?
Just one like nice little tight joke.
Oh man.
Perform it. Actually, Krangus is way better at bringing
Yeah,
people on
he's-
the stage than I am.
He's the joke teller.
Well, I'm just saying, like bring Phil up, like we're doing a comedy show, and Phil just give me like one real fire, like maybe like
Give us a tight 15
like
seconds.
a
Seconds.
like a Hedberg one liner.
That's the whole podcast. All right, guys, coming to the stage next. He's all the way from this studio, Phil Kron.
Yeah.
With a K.
I don't have, dude. I swear to God, I don't have anything. I had like 10 in my head. And look, I'm usually good at coming up with jokes on the spot.
Yeah.
We know this, right?
Pretty good.
But we know this. But when he brought me up on the stage at one time,
Yeah.
there's a piece of my
So
brain.
you've done stand up.
the
Yeah,
one
one
yeah,
time.
unprepared. Totally.
Krangus, how was it?
Dude, you actually didn't do that bad, but it's because, like, dude, there's so many people. Most open mic hosts in cities will just, like, see a new guy and be like, yeah, this fucking dude's coming on stage. I've never seen him before. He probably sucks. And then the guy will get up there and they'll suck. But I'm all about, like, if it's your first time and I know it, I'm going to, like, hype you the fuck up and hype up the fact that it's your first time. Because people like to see that. They like to see people's first time,
Oh,
you
for
know?
sure.
I got a few laughs.
That's
yeah.
good.
I got a few laughs. I'll start off telling a story that I've told before, and it was hilarious to my friends
Yeah.
in a room. But when you're telling it and your heart's beating out of your face,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah, stage comedy is a lot different than
everybody's
TikTok
staring
comedy.
at me because I thought there was a piece of my brain when I was walking up there. I was like, dude, this might go incredibly well. This might be amazing.
It's not what I thought you were gonna say.
This might change my life.
Yeah.
And then I got up there and I was like,
Okay. So you've played music in front of hundreds, if not thousands, of people.
absolutely.
That is nothing compared to going on a stage by yourself to tell a joke.
Exactly, because I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
When I go up and play drums or something, I know exactly what's going to happen.
And you're not alone.
Well, you could.
Right.
The same thing could happen in stand up. I mean, you have a set list that you're prepared for, and then you kind of riff from the top, from everything that else is going on, and then you kind of work into the act.
That's
But-
true. Yeah, if I had stuff prepared, it'd be different.
But I mean,
I'm-
first time is just
yeah.
oh okay. So my first time was in Pensacola, Florida, with Bubs Harris.
No.
Okay, this guy named Bubs Harris. We were in a hotel bar, and my friend, it was me and my friend Danon drove over there to do it. The guy that came on before me was a homeless fellow, and he ended his set by waving. He pulled out a flare gun at some point and was waving around the audience, and everybody was kind of freaked out. So my buddy Bubs called me up on stage,
It's a great bit.
and so Bubs was side stage with a mic, brought me up. So the guy handed me a mic and tried to hand me the gun and was like, "It's a really tough crowd. You might need this." And the first thing I said,
Wait, the host was the one with the flare gun?
No.
Or just
the
the homeless
ho-
guy?
Yeah, the homeless guy was on stage. Bubs was on the side of the stage with a mic, like the voice of God mic, and brought me up. So the homeless guy tried to hand me the gun, said, "Here, it's a tough crowd. You might need this." And the first thing I said to the microphone was, "I don't want my fingerprints on that dude, but thank you." And then I started telling a story about how I don't know, I think it was probably how I broke my elbow or whatever, and it went incredibly well. I got off stage, I was like, "This is fucking easy, dude. Like, I've never done anything fucking easier than this." And then the next show that I did after that, I think was here, went real bad. The show after that went real bad. And then I think I might have done 2 that went really bad. And then I did a show in Dothan, Alabama. It was the only paid gig that I ever had. Got up there. I was going to do 10 minutes. It was the only time that I actually wrote jokes, wrote shit out. I had everything planned out. Got up there, finished 10 minutes of material in 2 or 3 minutes. I looked at my phone and saw the time, and I was like, oh, fuck. So I just tried to freestyle it. I was vaping at the time. My vape, like, started going off in my pocket and got, like, super hot and burned my fucking leg. And I didn't know how to address it. So I was just like, oh, fuck, like, danced around on stage and threw it. I was like, oh, that's weird. The guy who did before me on that show was a fucking guitar act who murdered.
Wait, are you going to, what kind of open mics? Are you going to, like, music mics to do comedy?
No. This is back when the Squeaky Lizard was open. That's
what the fuck that is.
Yeah, this was like a while ago. This is like 2012.
So they've been closed for
probably.
like 10 years.
Yeah, this is like back in the day. But I did that show at Dothan, and it went so bad that like the guy who booked me ran up to me right when I got off stage and gave me a huge hug. He was like, "I am so proud of you for staying up there the entire time." I was like, "I could have left." He was like, 100%. You could have left at any moment. I was like, "Well, I didn't know that. I just stayed up there out of ignorance." And he was like, "That was so bad. That was probably one of the worst I've ever seen." And I was like, "I retire from comedy. That's it."
After 5 whole shows,
Yeah.
he retires from comedy.
It was the right decision.
I realized that comedy takes a lot of fucking work, and I was not willing to put in that amount of work.
It's well known in the industry. It's one of those jobs that everybody thinks they can do, but because if you're really good at it, you make it look like it's easy. But then you get up there and it's not. Like,
because everybody talks. Everybody can fucking talk unless you're.
But structured talking is a little different. Structured with also trying to get a punchline at the end. I feel like we're dissecting comedy, and I hate conversations like that.
Yes.
Like,
Let's just stick to the fact that it's very hard. I'm working on some fire jokes, and when I get them done, I'm coming Tuesday to the Juke Joint because they have open mics every Tuesday at the Juke Joint, and I'm gonna set the crowd on fire. I feel confident about it. I got a couple racist polar bear bits I'm gonna do. Dude, I'm mapping them out. I gotta iron some things out.
Well,
but once I do,
I feel like you got the initial terror out of the way.
Yes.
And you know how scared you could be. So I feel like the next time you're gonna be a little chilled out. And hey, if you are super stressed out about it, just pop some Pure Spectrum CBD and use promo code Rushmore to get 10% off your order of Pure Spectrum CBD.
PureSpectrumCBD.com.
Quality CBD on the market.
Jesus Christ.
All that stuff.
Aren't y'all sponsored by boner pills too?
Yeah.
Yes, BlueChew.com. Promo code Rushmore. Get your first month free. Get your dick hard.
How did they just? Is it like the CEO of Blue Chew just like a fan of comedy? Because
I
there's
don't
so
know.
many comedy podcasts that I've
Yeah.
heard that plug on before.
Yeah. It just took an email. And they were like, here's some free shit, and we'll pay you, and read this.
See,
Okay.
everybody thinks that having sponsors, like you have to have like listeners and stuff to get sponsors. No, they don't give a fuck.
If you have an email address, they don't give a fuck. They're not losing.
Yeah.
They'll send you free shit.
They will never check up on it either. Even the ones that like pay cash, they will not check up on it either. You could be like, hey, use Roman. They fucking suck.
Oh, yeah,
and
see-
they're the fucking worst ever.
I wanted to go on record.
Over the hill, a tank with the Blue Chew logo comes out, starts bombing us.
Yeah, I want to go on record on KrohnKast to say that Roman is the worst dick pill company and Blue Chew is the best.
I think I brought that up on the last episode.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about
Oh,
Roman
they're the
and their
worst, dude.
wipes. Like,
Oh.
what is that about? Right?
Wipes?
Yeah,
Oh,
they have wet
wipes.
wipes.
Yeah.
They're like a men's
it's
health
like a-
company.
To clean up the semen?
No,
Or
Come.
no.
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 You made me say come.
No,
Shit.
That's my power.
No.
You made me say come. I was like, Jesus.
technically, it numbs out your bird.
Okay.
So you don't lose
your
your
bird?
excitement.
We're talking about two different things.
It numbs out your bird, so you don't
Yeah.
lose the excitement.
Right.
while
You're the
getting
only
intimate.
person I've ever heard called a bird. You talking about the dick?
You haven't talked to Mike Rainey.
You haven't talked to anybody from Philly, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's a
a
bird.
Philly thing. I don't
It's a
know
bird.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's a great way to say that.
And they call
Yeah.
their fucking football team the Birds too. It makes
Yeah.
no sense. It's very confusing in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, one day I'm gonna get back up there and I'm gonna do 3 minutes and I'm gonna kill it. I cannot wait. Because I felt weird all night. After that night, I didn't go to sleep. I watched the Kill Tony thing, and I want to feel better about other people bombing. You know what I mean? So
It just takes time, man. I mean, I've been doing this for 8 years. Like,
Yeah.
It just takes time. I mean, first, like, I don't think I like really was consistently doing well on stage until after the first like 2 or 3 years.
You didn't start comedy here. You started
No, in
somewhere
Arizona.
else.
Well, technically, my first set was in this little bar called Moondoggies in Pacific Beach, California. And then I immediately got out of the Marine Corps and moved to Arizona. So I started in Phoenix. For 5 years, I did Phoenix.
There weren't any open mics in Afghanistan.
Oh, man. We were just talking about that the other day.
Why did you start in Arizona? Why did you move there?
I just had a buddy that he got out before I did, and we used to like go to Tempe, Arizona, because where Arizona State was.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we first got back from Afghanistan on my first tour, one of our buddies was like, "Dude, this high school girl I went to school with, like she's like a sorority president at ASU." And they want to, and we haven't seen a woman in like a year.
Yeah.
So they're like, they want to throw us a coming back party, and I'm like, a sorority party at Arizona State, and they want to throw us a party. Yes,
I'll come on some backs, dude. I'll come on some backs.
I remember like the day that we flew back. I didn't know that you can actually smell. You can actually smell pheromones. Like if you haven't seen a woman for that long, you can actually. Because I remember getting back and I couldn't see her, but I could and I was like just a caveman, just like I had to find her.
So I grew up in Columbus, Georgia, right next to Fort Benning, and we used to get like waves of guys that just got back from basic. And you want to talk about some fucking animals? Fucking animals, dudes that haven't had any pussy for what's basic, like 4-6 months or something.
The longest basic is
6
us, which is 13 weeks.
Yeah. There you go. So 13 weeks. That's a long dry spell. But I mean, they're just absolutely fucking animals.
You're comparing dudes that just got out of a boot camp to a dude that just came back from war. Those are two different things.
Well, we had that too.
We shit on boots.
I think a better word other than animals would be predator.
Yeah, that's true.
Sheepdogs.
So, why did you come back here to the hottest comedy market on the planet instead of
one
staying,
that I built?
Yeah,
from the ground up.
Instead of staying in a hot,
Dude, I was doing pretty well out there. It really was just family stuff. My dad died of cancer. He was dying, and my grandma lived with me at the time. I had this like beautiful 3-bedroom house in Scottsdale, Arizona, and my grandma was living with me, and my dad started dying, and I just thought I'll just move back, and then I'll just come back after he dies and move my grandma back, and then I'll come back.
Yeah.
And then I came back, and then I met a girl, and then like I burned through all my savings in like 3 months, and then. And I'll tell you a story about my dad dying if you're interested.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, he died of brain cancer, right? Which, first of all, the doctor told us when he was telling us about the cancer, he came out and he was like, well, just so you know, he said it just like this. He's like, this is the same cancer John McCain had. And he gave us this like smile, and we're gonna be like, "Oh, okay.
High five!"
Yeah, the best cancer in the West. So then, so he dies, and then like months later, me and my little I hadn't seen my little brother since my dad died, and then we hung. I was living in New Orleans at the time, and he came to visit, and we were talking at the bar, and he goes, "Hey," we were having that moment, like our dad died, and I was like, "Man, that was really rough in the end, having to change Dad's diapers," and my little brother looked at me and goes, That's all you had to do. I had to clean his foreskin out every day. That was my fucking brother's job, was to clean my dad's foreskin.
Jesus.
I told him, you're the older brother now. You earned that right.
I'm not going to complain about anything for a week.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough. Yeah.
That is how I get through a lot of shit. Is if
cleaning foreskins.
No, just whenever I'm feeling like shitty about something, I'll just be like, yeah, there's guys like cleaning their fucking own father's foreskins out. So I don't like whatever I got going on. It's probably not that bad.
Yeah.
Was it
there's innocent children getting bombed in Afghanistan
by Monster?
Yeah, by the Monster
and Blue Chew.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know how innocent they really are, though. Let's be real.
True.
Savages.
I'm sure a lot of those children are really mischievous.
You just call them savages, you fucking turd. You're from Latimer. You have no right to speak.
Little whippersnappers. Was it a shock to your system when you came back here and started doing comedy versus doing it out there?
I mean, I kind of knew what to expect. I mean, I knew it was not going to be an existent scene, but there was a beauty in that, in which when I started building things up, I knew I was going to build something right. I was going to take all the bad shit that I like witnessed coming up in the industry, take that out, and then create something good here. Yeah. Main thing is like taking care of comics. My big mission statement is, if you're on a show that you're booked on, you're getting paid. And that's so rare in this industry, unless you're famous.
Yeah.
Did anybody know there's subtitles on this live video?
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah,
Are they
he runs
good?
a tight fucking ship.
Just don't say the N-word. Don't fuck up.
Don't even spell it.
I type them out before the show to make sure it's right.
Oh, you got the script?
Yeah.
I was gonna start. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is live.
What?
I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
No, I've watched the comedy scene here grow like over the years, pretty steady. Like it's been nice. Because at first it was just like here and there, you know, there'd be a comedy pop-up thing and nobody really knew anybody or anything like that. And now, like, especially me, because I'm having people on the podcast and I'm talking to other people. Like I got a few comments coming on here later. I'm getting to know these people and I'm like, I don't know. Like I went to that open mic and I met like 10 people out there and they're all just funny as shit. Patty was surprisingly hilarious.
Why surprisingly?
Women aren't funny.
You said that.
Probably shouldn't have used that adjective. But no, I was like, well, no, she seemed. No, I talked to her beforehand, and I was like, oh, she seems like a nice girl. She didn't seem like a funny type. And then she got up on the stage.
Phil, do you need
funny.
a shovel? Do you need to borrow the shovel to dig yourself out of this?
I just got out of it. I just said she didn't seem like the funny comedic type.
Okay, what does that mean, Phil? What does that mean, Phil? What is that?
I'm not gonna lie. Just like
these are friends of the show.
Lately, it's because I really do book based off of merit. I don't book because I like you, or I book people that I don't like because I don't care as long as they're good at comedy.
Who's somebody that you don't like? Who's an example of somebody that you don't like? Let's start some shit.
This dude named Pepper Goins.
There we go.
Really rubs me the wrong way. So does his nipples. So no, I don't. I mean, I'm not going into all that, but I mean, like, the truth is like if you look at like the gender split in our scene, the women are funnier than the men in our comedy scene. Like they're the ones A, getting booked more, and B, putting more of the work in, and so I book them more than I book other dudes.
Wow,
that's good.
And that's not. And I've tried to explain this before. It's not because I'm trying to be like diversified or anything. It's like no, they're actually fucking earning their keep.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Because everybody up there at the show I went to was solid. You know, and that's what when I had Nikki and Kyla on here, that's what they were talking about. Like everybody they work with, like they're working with people, you know, New Orleans, Hattiesburg, Mobile, like going to Florida and all that shit. And it's the same people. And it's not like you're getting like a new guy here and a new guy there. You know what I mean? It's not like people like me coming up there thinking they're funny and just joshing the whole thing.
You're the kind of people I want though, because we can train that. You know, you can. The more you hang out with comics, the more you're gonna start picking up things. Yeah. You know, like I never went. There's no school for this shit. I mean, there are schools where like wash up comedians will try to make money off of new comics, but fuck that. I'm not doing that. But like, I learned things just over the years. Like my buddy Mike, one of the little lessons I learned was like, look, if you think a certain way about a subject, that means a lot of people think that way about that subject. So write it down. Yeah. And that's the basis of observational comedy. But that came from me hanging out with these people at Mike's. It wasn't like I went to a school. It was just being around it enough. You'll eventually start to seep in all that knowledge. Yeah. And you'll figure out how to, you know, get good joke structure and storytelling premises and all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, when I went to my first comedy show was at the Comedy Store, and it was just a stacked ass lineup.
Hollywood, jeez,
yeah,
no. That's a hell of a first show.
Yeah, I know it was Arsenio Hall, Dane Cook, Adam Carolla.
Yeah, it's
just a few other guys.
One of those guys are comics,
like bangers, dude, bangers. And then Arsenio Hall, you know, of course, my dumb ass gets called out in the crowd because I laugh too hard.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I just got back from Biloxi, man. I played the IP, man. Shit, I got off to play LAX, man. The first homeless woman I see, I hit on her, you know. Them women out there in Mississippi, man, they look like dogs. You know, that's not how he talks.
It's an incredible Arsenio Hall.
That's not how he talks.
You just watched Coming to America, didn't you? You've been practicing that.
That was a very bad.
Is that racist?
On the racist meter, I would say it's slightly over 5.
He insulted every woman in Mississippi, though.
Yeah.
So, and me and my brother, we're like fucking dying. And he's like, I just found 2 fat-headed dudes from Mississippi.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Mississippi's not that bad on the coast. You know?
Yeah. Me and my wife were at the Comedy Store, like against the stage with Tony Hinchcliffe 3 feet in front of us, and I was like, oh no, we didn't know he was going to be there. We're like, we fucked up sitting right here. We're obviously going to be targeted. Luckily, like 3 chairs down, this dude was just pilled out of his fucking mind and sleeping during the whole show. So Tony came off the stage and was doing stand-up in his ear, like the whole fucking the whole time.
The store is a weird place. You gotta, if you're a comic too, there's like this weird, Here, I don't have this, thank God. But like the Comedy Store is like a whole. If you're a comic, there's like a pecking order.
Yeah.
And there's like little unwritten rules. Like don't fucking talk to people like that, you know, because it's, you know, they get fanboyed all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's all these little secret bars like above the Comedy Store that you can go to if you're like invited by one of the like Joey Diaz or somebody.
Wow. But that's a wild time.
Yeah, I never did it. I'm not that cool. I went to the Comedy Store a few times, but I mean, I was never in LA long enough. Like I did the lab or the improv a few times, like at the lab. And then I did like little shitty ones like the Flappers at Burbank and like all the little
fuck
open
you,
mics in
Flappers.
towns.
Little shitty club.
Well, they make you buy a drink to go on stage. So
That's fucked up.
oh yeah, dude, there's pay to play, man. There's like mics out there that make you pay like $10 just to get on stage. So like when I say like the things that I'm trying to prevent and happening in this scene, that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how do you get around people not being complete fucking dickheads at shows? Because I booked a couple shows back in like probably.
Do you mean like audience
2013.
members?
Yeah.
I mean, just handle them, man. Like engage with them. It always depends, man. Like if this is a ticketed event where people bought tickets and somebody starts acting like a jackass, fucking be mean to them. Because I mean, I'm not gonna let you ruin like somebody else's $20 because you want to be the fucking center of attention.
I'm not necessarily
But-
talking about like walk-ins.
Oh
like,
yeah,
at
but
a
if you're like the
non-ticket
jute
show.
joint, no, I mean some of these people probably didn't come to see you. They probably came to watch the fucking game and you just turned it off.
Yeah.
So you got to engage with them, get them on your side before you start fucking with them. You know, like otherwise, like you're just gonna turn the entire audience against you, and then now you're fucked.
Yeah, I've seen some
bar
real shit
comedy is where you
shows.
really make it in terms of being an actual comic.
Yeah.
I don't mean make it successfully or financially. I
Learn
mean
the
like to know
tools.
if you're a good comic. Bar comedy is where it
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah, I've seen some real shit shows in bars around here. I had to run a show for Dax Riggs, the fucking guy from Acid Bath or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of him. Like the guy who
I'm about to say I've ran a show for him too, and
the guy who booked
gotta
the show
piss. Go ahead.
couldn't do it, so I had to run. And there was and hey, you know, it could have been a group of any people, but just so happens we're in Pascagoula City. This is a group of like 6 Puerto Rican dudes came and were literally yelling at the top of their fucking lungs at the bar. And while he's
boy.
playing an acoustic set at the Celtic Irish pub in Pascagoula, Mississippi.
No.
Yeah, he's
And-
played there like 4 times
Yeah.
now.
At some point in the middle of his set, I was like, dude, I am so sorry. Because I was sitting front row. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. He was like, oh, it's fine, man. This happens all the time. And I was like, that is the
So
saddest
sad.
thing I've ever heard.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's what he really sounds like.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man,
pretty
it's
close.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I've noticed you guys are. I'm glad you brought that up because I noticed you guys are doing a lot of the Celtic. Are you like affiliated? Are you working for
Thomas
the
is.
guys?
Yeah, I work there.
I'm very No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say I'm
He's like,
anti.
fuck
That'd be
those
fucked up.
Because you're there a lot.
But to be fair,
Yeah, I work
it is the only show in town in our town.
Yeah, in Pascagoula, that's
It
it.
is.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's that there's the jazz club, which that's not our scene. And then there's the like Outriggers or something, and
Yeah,
that's
nope.
not our scene.
Yeah,
we're
none of that.
not cokehead.
Celtic's the
fucking-
only like laid back place you can
shipbuilders.
go over there at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I host the karaoke there, the trivia there, play music there, run all their social media, all that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be down.
Yep. So we're there all the fucking time.
I love the Celtic.
Yeah.
I spent some weird nights there.
I spent
Oh, dude.
last Friday was a weird
As
night. I
far
spent in
as
there.
far as bars, I would say in coastal Mississippi, it is the weirdest group of people.
Yeah.
We're talking about
as
the
far as-
Celtic.
yeah,
Yep.
as far as like regulars and shit, it is the weirdest fucking group of people.
I know
you'll
we
see
did a
in
couple
bar.
comedy shows there.
Yeah, I've
the-
done a couple. It did not go well.
The audience itself was okay the second time, but we stopped doing it there because the fucking bouncer. So, you know, like comedy is not the same as music. You got to have everybody kind of paying attention, you know, and there's ways to do that without making it seem like sit down and shut up, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, we like first of all, you move all the tables kind of up close and personal in the front row. Well, like, you know, you explain that to the staff, and the bouncer came in like halfway through the show and starts like getting drunk and yelling at the comics. The bouncer, this is the person that works here.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, hey man, can you keep it down? And he like from across the bar, and he was like, don't you ever tell me to shut the fuck up. And I was like, I didn't say shut the fuck
I
up.
don't even know who that would be because I work there now, but we don't even have a bouncer. So I don't know who that was that night. It was probably somebody hired for like $8 an hour to run that show.
Okay, is the guy that sorry.
What's going on?
The cord got under the wheel.
He's like, I'm going under the table. Fuck you guys.
They used to have a guy. Well, I don't know. They used to have a guy that maybe was a bouncer there, and he used to tell me his stories about Afghanistan. And
I think I know who you're talking about.
my
yeah,
God.
that guy was the worst.
Dude. Like, absolutely impossible.
For the next 20 minutes in
stories.
this podcast, we're going to talk about Afghanistan.
No, dude. Like,
no, these weren't real stories.
like
no.
impossible stories.
Yeah, these weren't real stories.
Yeah.
That's why it was the
he was
worst.
telling me like Call of Duty shit stories about fucking Afghanistan. I was like,
yeah. They put a name on me and just dropped me off somewhere.
He was
Jumped
like-
on the grenade and respawned.
I died 3 times.
He was like a 360 no scope, some fucking terrorist, dude. It's like, no, you
No
did
scope.
not, dude. You did not.
Yeah.
I love those guys. I love Stolen Valley guys, and I fucking
I do too.
I dig in as hard as I can, and I got a lot of friends like Thomas that will get so mad at me for talking to these fucking weirdo liars and shit. There is nothing I love more
It's
than
my
a
favorite.
drunk liar.
Because exactly. Especially with like dudes like that. Like, why get mad at like an adult man that wants to play dress up?
Dude,
Yeah,
it's better than any show on TV. If I can gas up a fucking drunk liar and get him to,
But that's
give
the
me more
approach, because
lies,
it's also real fucking weird when somebody wants that to like ruin their day. Like they have to make it a point that like,
Nah,
fuck
dude.
this guy. What the fuck are you doing that for? Like making a big scene about it. It's like, no, play along.
I am the
Let him fucking do that.
anti-stolen valor guy. I will gas you up as I'll be like, no shit. So you killed 38 kids in one village.
Yeah.
What did they smell like? Dude? Like, give me
Like
more.
your nipples.
Yeah, there we go. But I fucking love this.
It's pushing to get more
He loves those
story out.
kids.
Yeah.
My thing is that they're so into the military, the Stolen Valor guys.
Yeah.
But they get everything with their uniform wrong.
Yeah.
Everything's
Oh,
wrong.
yeah, yeah.
Like they're not even trying. Like
Yeah.
the stripes are all not in order.
Yeah.
You know, everything's
But-
in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's like dressing up as Batman, but your suit's fucking red.
Yeah. But also, they're most of the time, not all the time.
That's Spatter Man.
Most of the time, they might be a little mentally ill.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely what it is.
There's a touch of that, usually.
Yeah, touch
Usually
of tism in there.
they're on the spectrum,
Yeah.
right?
But there was a guy that used to hang out at the fucking mall and like just off Fort Benning, and he got crushed. I'm sure, I guaranteed there's YouTube videos of that guy, like those Stolen Valor YouTube videos. But man, he was, if he was a really nice guy. Like I've talked to him a few times. Very nice guy, but would like just walk around the fucking mall in a fucking uniform that was just obviously fucking bullshit. Like it was like, the fucking like a metal plate that would fucking break through the bottom of the fucking earth with all this shit
How much
on it.
free Applebee's do you think he gets?
Dude,
That's the move.
100% he's
Yeah.
paid.
Oh, dude, every Memorial or Veterans Day, I'm at the fucking Applebee's. Chill. I have a whole
Chili's,
map.
all the chains.
Chili's,
TGI
Applebee's,
Fridays,
fucking
Olive Garden.
Hooters. I don't even like Hooters, but I'll eat it just on that day.
You don't like Hooters?
No,
What's your problem with Hooters, bro?
I mean,
Fuck
have you
flappers.
had those
Fuck-
wings?
Fuck Hooters.
I like when the girls they put their hands on your shoulder. And say,
Do you?
hey, baby.
I bet you do like that.
You do you like that?
Hey, what are you doing to my shoulder, Mom?
I've been to some pretty sick Hooters parties though. Those girls.
They have
hey.
parties?
What?
Oh yeah.
Like Hooters themed, or
What do you
No,
mean?
no. Like after work.
Hooters birthday party.
Hooters.
How do I get invited to an after work Hooters
A little
party?
kid's birthday
Well,
party.
here's the thing, Phil. You don't want that, dude. I mean, they're not. All right.
You
Well,
just said
I
they were
don't-
sick like 5 seconds ago.
No, they're very fun.
Okay.
But like, I think Phil wants to get involved for the,
What?
wrong reasons. I would say.
Okay. I don't think so, Phil.
Predator Phil
Yeah.
over here.
But they. I mean, yeah. As far as that, they're very fun. But I mean, I don't want to besmirch all of Hooters girls.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they're mostly garbage. But
Yeah,
there's
I was gonna say they're respectful people.
There's some good ones, I guess. Probably. My friend was married to one for a while, and shocker, they got divorced, and it was pretty ugly. And
Is this racist? Is it?
Well,
Probably.
Pepper's saying it.
I think
Lean towards
Whatever.
yes.
Usually,
Yeah,
whatever
lean towards
Pepper
yes.
says.
everybody we're talking about is white, so I think we're all good.
Wait,
Well,
we're all good because they're white?
Okay, well, I don't want to get grilled on this, guys. All
how white are they?
right, well,
Are they too white?
look, my tan.
Holy
That's not
shit.
a tan, dude. That's a
Holy
burn.
shit.
I was gonna wear a red shirt today to try to mitigate the.
I feel like I saw
tan.
that tattoo on one of those like horrible tattoo meme pages.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've got worse ones.
Yeah, he's on a few
You
of
wanna
those.
see a worse one?
I
Oh, he's
want
got
to see
bad
a worse
ones.
one.
Okay, I want to get off camera to show you. I'll show you a worse one.
You're gonna show us off camera?
Yeah.
This is
Phil.
unacceptable.
Phil, we're on Facebook.
I'm trying to be somebody.
I'm
over
betting
here,
with my own self if it's a swastika or not.
No. No.
I just did it for the lulz.
Am I off camera?
Yeah, you're off camera. Holy shit, he's undoing his belt.
Oh God, do you have a dick tattoo?
Yeah, well, he's got an over the dick tattoo. Was that so?
Keep it real.
Oh my God. So for everyone that thank God didn't see what I just saw.
I see why you made that decision, Pepper.
I have a story, a short story to read you guys from Pepper's wife. She just commented on this video. She said
Please
she's been
go.
trying to get his attention.
His
She wants to
ass
hear
is
it.
out now.
Yeah, his ass is out.
Nice.
What is that?
She says, Annie says, the craziest shit just happened. I'm trying to get Pepper's attention. I was at Domino's in Moss Point. Me and this girl were waiting for our shit. They were busy. I get that, but they had 2 employees playing with each other. This girl had been waiting for 45 minutes. They fucking dropped her pizza, and her and the 2 employees started throwing shit at each other, and then the girl pulled a gun out on her in the middle of Domino's.
What town was this?
Moss Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an average
Holy
Sunday
shit.
night, right?
Do you want me to call her and get her to?
I think we just got the rundown.
Okay.
I think that was the whole
Fucking
thing. We got
crazy.
it.
Like, what happened after that? After the gun, though?
Oh, she didn't. I mean, she might be dead.
Do you want me to call her?
She didn't say anything after
Can I
that.
call her, Phil?
Yeah, I think
Call your
so.
wife. Call your wife.
There's no copyright rules against that. I don't think.
That's fucking
Are
wild.
they going to take us down if we call our wives?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hello.
Hey, can you please give me another rundown and tell me what happened after the gun got pulled out?
So I was standing there with this bitch, and she was in there for hours. And like her and I were just making we were making small talk or whatever. And she was super chill that she had been waiting for so long. She was like, and her pizza was literally $8. But these 2 people who were laying out the pizzas and stuff, they were like playing back and forth and throwing shit they were just like goofing off. And the girl just started getting like more and more mad as time went on. And she had walked outside, and then she came back inside, and they had dropped a pizza, and we heard them say it, and she said, I hope that's not my pizza. And I was like, no, my luck, it's probably mine. And then they turned around, looked at her, and was like, we're going to have to remake your pizza. It'll be like 10 minutes. And she said, no, I just want my fucking money back. And so they went to go grab a manager or whatever, and then some girl said something under her breath, and then they started screaming at each other. And then, like, the girl had walked off and grabbed, like, an apple pie off of this little shelf that's beside the Domino's thing, and she threw it at her. Then another girl came out and threw a whole ass bottle of water at her.
Hold on, wait.
And then her boyfriend
Domino's
tried
has
to
apple
drag
pies?
her out.
Hold on, Andy. Hold on,
Domino's has apple
No.
pies.
I know this. Domino's. It is located inside of
In a gas station.
Okay.
So,
All right.
like, she's like picking up shit off of the thing, and then finally she said, "Oh shit, I got my gun." And then somebody said,
Wait, hold on.
She just
hold on, Andy.
remembered?
Hold on, Andy. Hold on, Andy. She vocalized and said, "Oh shit, I have my gun."
Yes. And that's when I stepped back to like the icing machine and was like, not today, son. And this was the first thought that came to my mind because of like, the people that were screaming at each other. I was like, somebody's about to pull out a gun over a fucking $8 pizza. And then she said that, and I was like, nope. But I didn't leave, and I didn't have my phone. So I was like, dude, what am I supposed to do? But nope, that just happened, and I couldn't get your attention, so I had to call Jamie because he's my second go-to person, and he was like, did you call the police? And I was like, no, I didn't have my phone. My pizza should have been ready. I wasn't
Jamie
expecting to
is the
stand there for
police.
15 minutes.
So, okay, so
He's a cop.
how did this get resolved? Like, I guess nobody got shot. So she just
No,
pulled a gun
her
out. Did she ever get her money
pulled
back?
it out, and her boyfriend snatched it out of her hand.
That's a good man. That's a good man. Hey, let's take a moment real quick to thank that dude. That's a good fucking boyfriend.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Jessica, if
absolutely.
you're watching, don't do that. I will not take it out of your hand. I want you to fight for that pizza.
At the end of it, and then I turned around, and that bitch's phone is still sitting on the counter, and I was like, I don't know if I want to stand here and wait for this girl to come back and then get her phone, but if she comes back and gets her phone, she's still gonna have her gun with her. So I was like, I kind of
Hold on, Annie. How embarrassing is it to pull out a gun, make a huge scene, and then
Leave
have
your
to
phone.
come back sheepishly to get your fucking phone?
Sorry,
dude?
sorry, everybody.
How would you think she felt when she got halfway down the road and was like, oh my god, my phone?
She turned to her boyfriend and was like, "Oh fuck, we got to go back." He's like,
Yeah.
"No, we do not."
No.
Wow.
We're gonna catch an assault or
No.
attempted murder charge.
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta have my phone.
All right, Annie, did you get the kids' pizza?
I did get her
Thank
pizza.
God.
Did you get the apple pie?
Did you get that apple pie? I mean, nobody's buying that apple pie. You can pick it up and take it home.
That's a lost
So
inventory.
one of the girls that actually works at the gas station part of it, she like after everything calmed down, she had walked over and was like, "Hey, just wanted to check on you guys. Like, is everything okay?" And then one of the girls that works at Domino's was like, "Oh, I think this belongs to you," and handed her like a handful of stuff.
What
Jesus
stuff?
Christ. I assume like the shit the other chick was throwing at her.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Annie. That made the podcast better.
Yeah,
You're welcome. That's what I was trying to get your attention. I texted you first. I didn't want to call you, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on the live thing and be like, hey, Pepper.
Oh wow, she texted me too.
All right. Love you, Annie. I'll talk to you later.
Wow, that sounds like a clean community over there.
Shouts out to Moss Point.
Man.
That's probably the best Domino's.
Hey, speaking of Moss Point, we got a mayoral race coming. A mayoral. How do you say that
The
word?
fuck did you just
A
say?
Royal Rumble? Is
How do you say
that
that? Mayoral.
Well,
how do you say that
mayoral?
word?
Mayor? Oh.
Mayor. People are voting for mayors, and one candidate has stood out to me more than any other, and her name is Shira Stallworth.
Oh, that's a shit. Yeah, I know her.
Phil, do we have capabilities to play a video on here?
What?
No, I have to set it up beforehand, so that's
Okay,
a hard
all
no.
right, that's fine. Everybody, right now, go on YouTube and look up Shira Stallworth,
Moss Point.
Moss Point, and you'll find the video.
Yeah.
She did a campaign song that is out of this fucking.
It's pretty
world.
fucking good.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
good.
You've heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
fucking
showed
good.
everyone I knew.
Yeah, I don't vote, but I would.
Yeah, for sure.
In Moss Point. I don't live in Moss Point.
Have you memorized what prayer stands for? Her prayer agenda?
No, I feel so bad because I was gonna
Passion,
do.
respect.
Please rate.
Oh, so she wrote a manifesto. That's what we're saying.
She wrote
a manifesto for running for mayor.
She
Yep.
wrote one of the greatest songs of all time.
Dude, it's so good.
Can I got,
Absolutely.
What's it?
It's not. I'm sure that song's not
For
copyrighted.
innovation and education and restoration. She's fucking.
Yeah, she hits a clean rap.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty good.
It's a clean rap.
Oh my god. Well, okay.
Do you know her? Can we get her on?
Oh, we could 100%. I mean, I've messaged
I'm sure we can
back
find
and
her.
forth because I told her
I'll
this
send her
is
this
the
clip.
greatest song of all time.
Clip it.
All right, Krangus, you haven't heard this?
I have not.
Very excited to show this to you.
Yeah, this is gonna be so good.
Hi, I'm Shira Stallworth, and I'm running for mayor of Morris Point. Vote for me for my simple and prayer agenda.
My name is Shira Stallworth. I'm just keeping it simple. I love
Is she like photoshopping the clouds while this is going on? Is that-
At that point in the video, she was pointing at a dumpster with another man.
are you kidding me?
No, it's not a joke.
All right, here we go.
I'm Shira Stallworth, keeping it simple for the people of Morris Point. I'm old enough to know and young enough to do the job of the city from me to you. Go register to vote. Go cast your vote. If you want to see a change, don't be the blame. We the Tiger Nation for innovation, for job creation, for education. Vote for me, for me.
Paid for by the campaign to elect Shira Stallworth. Vote for my mom on April 6, 2021.
My name is Shira Stallworth.
That's like a dude singing though, right?
Yeah.
That's what I really
He's like,
want.
Yeah,
My
dude,
name is
fucking
Shira Stallworth.
smooth. Yeah, he's singing.
John McCain never did shit like that.
Yeah.
Hey, but can we, speaking of like local politics, can we go back to when Tate Reeves beat Jim Hood? Can we talk about Jim Hood for a second?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Sounds racist.
He was the guy. He was the other guy that was going after. He was the guy that went against Tate Reeves in the Mississippi governor election.
How do you lose to Tate Reeves?
Do you remember? I'm going to tell you why. Do you not remember his fucking commercials? They
No.
were, look, the first one that I saw was, you know, they like in those like ads, they always like show the other guy, and it's like a black and white thing, and it's like they do this bad
Smear
thing.
campaign.
Well, his whole smear campaign was Tate Reeves drives the SUV to all of his rallies, and then it goes to like an Alan Jackson song, and he's like, "Too bad I drive a pickup truck." So he like bases his entire campaign on the fact that Tate Reeves is a city boy that drives a Tahoe. But like,
God, there's so many things that I want to say, but I don't want to say because there's no take backsies.
Because it's live.
Yeah. But
No
so
take-backsies.
basically, he was calling him an F word, and that's not good politics.
Because he drives an SUV?
Yeah.
Probably a Tahoe.
Probably. No, I've seen him drive to.
it was probably like a
places, so, yes.
state-sponsored like government
It is,
vehicle,
yeah,
like a
it is,
Govy, like
But
like
yeah,
every other politician in the world does.
it ain't a Ford F-150.
Yeah, that was the whole basis of his case. The other one that he had was, it was so crazy because he was talking. He wanted to hit on healthcare, and it was something to the effect of like Tate Reeves doesn't believe in this, and then he's like, back when I was a kid, my daddy used to midwife chickens. I look up those ads. Like,
I'm confused. How did he lose?
Yeah,
That's not fucking
that's
great.
a sick point.
Because he was a Democrat.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Mississippi.
He used to.
Dude, look up Jim Hood's commercials from that election because I still remember him. Like, and they were on. I'm surprised y'all didn't see him because I don't really watch cable television.
That's the
I just
thing.
watch YouTube shit.
Once
And
you
that's
did
how
the
I saw
voice,
them.
once you did the voice, I recognize that. I've seen like YouTube ads and shit.
Yeah, it was not like a cable TV ad. This was fucking
Do the
YouTube.
voice again.
Too bad I drive a pickup.
Yeah. Once you did the voice, I was like, oh yeah, I do remember that.
That and Alan Jackson song in the background. You're good.
Yeah.
I figured
Daddy
you'd get
used to
elected.
How
let
can
me
you lose?
drive
He was probably
his
so
boat or
confused when he
whatever.
lost. He was like, "What? I spoke directly
I
to
did
these
the whole
people.
midwife and chickens
Yeah,
thing.
what do you want from me?" Yeah.
That shit was a lie, but I told everybody that.
Mississippi done changed. Dude, Tate Reeves is such like I don't know, and believe me when I say this, I don't know anything about fucking politics. Don't fucking listen to me. I don't fucking know shit. I don't know what anybody fucking stands for. I'm very shallow when it comes to politics. If you look like a pussy, I'm not gonna vote for you.
Yeah.
And Tate Reeves, hey, let's
Yep.
be honest, he looks like a pink
It looks
pussy.
like he's
and I don't
allergic to
fucking
loud
like him.
music.
Yeah,
He doesn't
like
look like he's leading a field of people into battle.
no, dude.
You know what I mean?
And hey, I'm kind of redheaded, but I'm not that bad. Like I'm not fucking rosy cheeks. Fucking.
I was gonna say
Dude,
rosy
your
cheeks
cheeks are
bother
so
me.
rosy.
Rosy cheeks
Well,
bother
you're
me.
burnt right now.
Phil does kind of look like a guy that would like lead somebody into battle. He looks
Oh,
like
bro.
one of those.
That's my whole goal.
100%.
Like a Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings. Like
I've actually lost a lot of weight.
Dude, you look great. I mean, you've never
Dude,
not
thank
looked
you.
great.
You do look really
You've
good.
never
Thank
not
you.
looked great, but you
I
look.
appreciate that. This shirt, shout out to Ray Radio. They
What are you
gave me
doing
this
after
shirt
the
yesterday. Sleeping in the middle of my California King bed that doesn't have sheets on it right now
Ooh.
because
You don't need sheets.
You ever
Sheets
see-
get dirty.
do you sleep with sheets? Like a fitted sheet?
No. Oh yes, only a
Oh
fitted
well,
sheet.
yeah. Well, you're like civilized. You're married and
A
stuff.
fitted sheet with a comforter. That's it.
Yeah, I only did the fitted sheet after I got married. Now I do a fitted
You
sheet.
just went raw mattress.
Sometimes, yeah. I didn't have a problem with a raw mattress.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
married, but I've been in a relationship for 2 years where we live together, so
Yeah.
I get it.
Now,
yeah.
do you have?
I only had the fitted sheet because of Jessica. It's
Yeah.
not- I don't fucking do it.
I don't give a shit if we had it on there or not.
Yeah.
Do you have the skirt that goes around the bottom of the bed?
She does.
No.
Wow,
Yeah, I do not.
that's a lot.
I mean, she does, so I guess I do.
You do,
but-
yeah. It's the same bed.
Why? Why is that? Why
don't
like
know.
why
Why-
the skirt around the mattress?
Because
Around
it
the
looks
bed?
cool.
Yeah, it's
Decorations,
an appearance thing.
Well, no. To be fair, she does. She makes jewelry, so she actually has a bunch of that jewelry shit under the bed. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
actually kind of looks less crowded whenever there's a skirt.
Okay, well I have like 4 guitars under the bed.
I have
You
like
can
5
see 'em.
comics.
We just
under the
fucking
bed.
bragging about what's under our beds right now.
There's probably a couple gnomes living
yeah,
under my
it's-
bed. I haven't looked
I
in
don't know.
years.
That's kind of a sick brag.
I've got 7 or 8 comedians that live under there.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't get bed skirts.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
it doesn't matter. Let's
Yeah.
let's get back to how good my
All
body
right.
looks.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get back to
Can
that.
can you pull up the shirt? You guys
Pull up
you
my
guys,
shirt?
You got some abs going on? Let's
I
see.
don't.
You don't.
Not at the moment. Like they're little.
Yeah.
And I'm a little fat down at the bottom of my stomach,
But-
and it bothers me. And I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's hard because I like to eat like Cheerios out of the box, like
Yeah.
at midnight.
But are you like jacked fat?
Yeah, I think that the little
But-
bottom
hold
pooch
on.
is
Yeah.
it helps if you get the water.
Yeah.
This is fat. This is fat.
You got like a smiley face going
Oh.
on.
Did you show him the
With the moles?
Yeah.
Did you show him the RPG tattoo
Oh, no.
or just the ass?
Oh shit.
You got RBG tattoos. As a military man, you appreciate
You
that.
respect
No, I
this.
don't. I hate it. I hate it so much.
You'll appreciate these missiles.
Oh, and it goes deeper. It goes deeper. That's his initials. That's why he got them.
Dude, like I mean, like I was in the military. I didn't never get like barracks tats or anything. Look at these beautiful tattoos.
what?
Come
That
on.
is a nice tattoo.
It's actually Dylan from Twisted Anchor.
Yeah.
So
Shouts out.
Shout out
Nice.
Dylan Sarton.
I got a fucking sick tattoo, bro.
Oh, I can't wait.
it was the bottom of your foot.
No, I'm not flexible.
God, what if it's like my face?
Fucking
He's just had this tattoo for
Tribal.
Tribal. And look, I passed out when I got it too.
I actually have a. It's covered
Straight
up
up.
now, but let's see if you can maybe see it in the camera. Oh, my foot was on it. This is a cover up of a tribal band.
Oh,
right
I can
there.
see it.
You see
Oh.
it? Does the camera got it? Oh, I can't tell.
That's a cover. So you got a tribal too.
Yeah, but I covered it.
I thought about covering mine, but I don't know what to cover it with, and I'm open to suggestions. I was thinking like a shield because I'm a warrior.
All right.
Like a shield with like some kind of emblem on it.
Yeah, people don't use shields anymore.
Yeah, what war are you fighting in?
Look, if I put my last name on a shield with like flames coming under it, these are the type of ideas.
What about a K?
It sounds like a good Korn album cover.
Yeah. You should just get like a portrait of Norm Macdonald or somebody.
What about a big K for Kron?
Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd have to be a super cool K with like sharp edges and shit. And like the K, like
Fire.
no. So the K, they're fucking swords, right?
Oh,
3 swords.
Oh shit!
These are the type of ideas.
I like that.
What about a portrait of your dog? Well, I don't know if you can cover it up with that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
What about a portrait of your dog running next to a car because he almost got hit coming into this fucking?
Get your dog with a tribal tattoo, so you don't have to cover it up. Just put the dog around it.
Yeah, we're working on him chasing.
Have you guys talked about that on the podcast before? Because I almost killed your dog.
Yeah, everyone says that. But
nah, he's quick enough. He always gets out of the way right the last time.
He's very.
I've never been out here before. I mean, I grew up in Latimer actually, but I've never been here. So I'm like driving and I'm trying to like look at I wasn't like speeding or anything because I'm in this cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
But I'm like trying to like, all right, which
we
one
call
is
it a
doing this thing? And then all of a sudden I just see this fucking golden retriever lab thing just jump in front of the car. I was like, God.
I love him so much because he is just
the friendliest thing.
He is pure unadulterated joy.
Yeah.
Like he is the fucking best dog that I've ever hung out with.
Like I just went out to pee a minute ago and he was like, hey, what's up? You peeing?
Yeah, he was like, oh shit, we're peeing. Yeah!
He got real excited about that pee. I'm gonna do the same thing.
If you're having a bad day, yeah, let him in here, dude. Let's get him on here. Let's do it. Yeah. Just leave the door open. He'll come. That dog is the best thing.
At the door, obviously.
He's guarding the door. He's a great dog. He's just, if you're having a bad day, that dog's who you want.
I brought him a treat.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I figured Pepper could eat one.
Absolutely.
Oh, sick, dude. I was hungry. Hey, you know, because I knew I was going to be on camera, not only for this, but for the pictures I took earlier. Yeah. I starved myself all week, lost 6 pounds.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was hoping to lose more, but I only lost 6.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you work out like normally?
Nah, not really. I had a injury like 6 months ago.
To what?
Got a sports hernia.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was extremely painful, and I've heard that you can re-injure those very easily. Yeah. So thanks, bro. So I haven't like really worked out since then. I just do cardio, like treadmill, elliptical, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as you may know, I work out.
Yeah, you definitely do. You definitely do shoulders.
Good thing to walk into.
Okay.
You definitely do shoulder presses.
I do a lot of shoulder work.
What is it? It's very hard.
It's a dental stick for dogs.
Why are you eating it?
Because I handed it to him.
It's a bit.
I was actually thinking about doing a fitness podcast.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Would you like to be a part of it?
I am probably one of the worst proponents of fitness you could possibly think
No, like you're perfect.
That's what he wants.
We could transform you.
Oh, is that your deal?
That's not my deal. I just thought of it.
I like that he's holding that dental stick like it's a blunt.
I'm not opposed to that. Are you're gonna try to get me jacked and skinny?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Dude, like I'm about to buy a tanning bed and everything, dude. Like we're going for it.
I work outside, so I don't need that, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah, look at his arms.
Yeah.
No, other side.
Yeah, your tan lines are perfect.
Can you see my stretch marks from when I got
from when your biceps were pregnant?
Hey, did you used to be fat?
Oh yeah.
I used
how
to be, fat?
250.
What are you now?
186.
How'd you do it? How'd you lose weight?
I moved to Mississippi.
Too broke to buy food?
No, I just moved to Mississippi and then I gained like 80 pounds.
No, he's saying how'd you lose it?
Oh, I got a job and stopped being depressed.
Oh, there you go.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and stopped eating carbs for like 2 months.
Now you just eat those canned oysters
and dog food.
Yeah.
I love those canned oysters, dude.
Never had them.
Oh, I got a piece off.
Oh, great.
I don't feel. Hey, where's my dog?
He went back outside. I thought.
Oh,
no, there he is.
Oh, he's eating his treat.
Yeah.
So these this tastes like gristle.
5-second rule.
It's a dog treat, Phil. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's fine, dude. It's a dog treat. I'm not worried about the fucking 5-second rule. Whatever your floor is much better than whatever this is.
There's a piece of hair on it.
There is a piece of hair on it. I stand correct.
Pepper, for the record, Pepper did drink beer out of a shoe.
Yep.
He did eat wet dog food.
Wet dog food with hot sauce.
Yeah, what else did he do? He did some other nasty shit.
Yeah.
That was our first podcast ever, dude.
Were you that kid?
No, that wasn't even podcast. That was Frets for Pets.
Yeah.
Were you that kid in like middle school that would like get people to pay you like $1 to do shit like that you just did here?
Nope.
I think you're not getting paid for now.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was a kid whose half his face was paralyzed and listened to metal.
Was that
You
your
had palsy?
paralyzed?
You had some kind of palsy?
Yeah, I had Bell's palsy.
I didn't know that. Rest in peace. Not
Listen,
rest in peace.
I'm not gonna feel bad for you. You're trying to like make me feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna feel bad
Oh,
about
no.
it.
I didn't even know that about
I
you.
got through it. It made me stronger.
Hey, buddy.
Made me stronger, more ugly. I have a beautiful wife
You
now.
got something to say?
I've gotten pussy way over my fucking
Head.
what I should. Some fun.
You got something you want to say?
Look at that dog. Oh my god. Dog is beautiful.
That was a beautiful dog.
I'm sorry, I'm fixated on the
Yeah,
dog.
it's
Let's-
okay.
let's
Me
keep
too.
This podcast
Yeah, let's
going.
talk about stuff.
Damn.
Well, seeing that we're doing that now, I actually look. You guys asked me to come to the podcast. I wanted to do it.
Mhm.
All right, Mitchell, who is not with us tonight. I don't know, have I ever met that guy
Yeah,
before?
he's alive, but
Rest in
he's
peace.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
no, he's yeah, I think he was doing something with Red Radio earlier.
So the one note that he gave me, because he was like, and Pepper, the thing that he told me to do, and I'm not going to go all the way on this because I'm going to be myself on this podcast because I'm going to be myself all the time. But he was like, yeah, man, we want you to like shit on Pepper because he's not a real stand-up. He's like a fucking shitty radio comic. I'm not going to shit on you for it, but maybe we could just talk about the differences between stand-up and fucking radio.
I don't see.
I don't think he's ever been
There
on
is
the radio.
definitely a difference. Definitely a difference in the same.
Yeah, no.
Reading an audience that you're in front of that like they're like, hey, make me laugh.
Oh
is
yeah,
way
no,
different than
that was a joke for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, stand up is
Yeah.
terrifying and.
Also,
what we
do you call
is
yourself a
stupid.
comedian? I've never heard you call yourself a comedian.
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I haven't listened to anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a comedian, and
Yeah, he's
100%.
a funny guy that talks into microphones. I wouldn't say we're comedians.
Yeah,
I'm having fun. I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I was until about 5 seconds ago when Thomas said
Sorry,
whatever he said.
you're not a stand-up comedian.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. That's the thing that I was trying to like. There's different forms of comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, even because stand-ups all across the country that I know, they're all like pissed off and mad about the fact that there's people getting successful off of TikTok, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
so what?
Well,
Like you're gonna have
that's
to
a-
move into the new fucking.
It's a
thing,
whole different
dude.
thing.
It's a whole
That-
different.
TV writing is a whole different thing.
If
Like,
you
it's
want to
all-
beat it, then do good at that and stand up,
Yeah.
and then bam, you got the whole fucking thing.
you can't. You can only be good at one thing, and that's how God created us.
That's science.
I'll go out on a limb here. I'll flex a little bit. I think Pepper's one of the most
Oh,
unknowingly
can't wait for this.
talented guys I've ever seen.
I disagree.
Right?
But
I don't think he realizes
I agree with that. It's untapped.
what he's. Yeah, it's 100% untapped.
Yeah. He's
And I think if he caught a stride in some way,
well. The problem is, it's not that Pepper doesn't catch a stride; is that Pepper turns down
very
strides.
uncomfortable. By
Yeah, Pepper like refuses strides
Yeah.
to pick up.
Oh, you're one of those people that is afraid of success.
I don't know. I'm very uncomfortable about all this. Everybody's looking at me and talking
I
about
think
me.
he
don't
is.
like this.
I 100%. No, on a serious note, I
100%.
think he's 100% afraid of success.
And not even just comedy, music, all that shit.
He likes to dip his toes in
I'll
and
say
then
the
get
N-word
right back
right
out.
now and sing this whole goddamn podcast if you don't shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
He likes it.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm generally like the liaison whenever he's talking to these people he does theme songs for. And so he's done theme songs for like some of his fucking favorite comics in the world. And they'll be like, what do you charge? You know, what do you want me to pay? You know, it's always nothing. No, I don't want anything. I don't want, no, I'm just going to do it.
It's
Just give it to
insane. Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch for free.
Well, let me tell you something. What Pepper did for me. We're in a million.
Can you make a theme
street.
song for Landmass?
In 2 seconds.
In 2 seconds,
Yeah,
yeah.
he can.
Give me a,
He owns the comedian theme song market.
we recorded some stuff, and and like that, he got my music in front of more people than my music's ever been in front of.
And y'all did like 8 fucking different versions of songs for Ari Shaffir.
yeah,
3
in
of those.
one night.
I think were written on the spot.
Yeah.
Put my 14 views
That's the
to shame.
only like little flex that I'll fucking do is we got finished with the ones that I brought in, and then I was like, "Can we do another one?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I'll just write one real
Yeah.
quick."
Well, when we needed a theme song for the podcast like 3 years ago, he was like, we need a theme song. He sat down with the guitar, sang it, and I was like, yeah, we're just going to use that. Like,
Yeah.
there was no writing involved whatsoever. He's like, I just sang some words, and we've had it the whole time. We've never changed it.
But will you commit on air to write a landmass theme song?
100%.
I'll actually pay you.
Oh no, don't. I
You're
can't.
going to get paid.
No, I can't.
Like, Jesus
No, my
Christ.
rule is if I don't have a deadline and you don't tell me what to do, then it's
I wouldn't
free.
do those things anyway.
Yeah, it's free. Then I
Okay.
like by my own contract. I can't. But if any of those rules get broken, it's $250.
Yeah, I mean, you have
Nobody's ever paid me $250.
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
I wasn't going to pay you that. But
yeah, no deadline. He means it because he has Brian Callen waiting on a theme song for like 3 weeks. I don't even think he's
Oh,
started.
I'm not
on
gonna do it because
Yeah, he
his
hasn't
theme
even
song
started on
now
it.
is fine.
Yeah.
I like it.
Wait. You're not going to jump on that opportunity, sir?
Brian Callen is currently on the road with one of my buddies, Luis Alvarez.
Oh,
Let's
yeah?
shout out to Luis real quick.
Fuck yeah,
Really?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were
he's already hit me up twice. Like, hey, are we getting that song?
They were.
Has
Like,
he
I
really?
don't. Yeah, I told you that. He called me and asked
fuck
Yeah.
if
you
you
doing?
had the song done, and you were like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it."
I like his theme song though.
Yeah, I mean, they just say the name of the podcast. He doesn't have a
It's
theme song.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
I'll
they
do
just
one.
did like Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, and then
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if they're doing something else.
Yeah, he's got a new podcast, Big and Hungry. Shout out
Shout
him and
out.
Steve Byrne.
Steve Byrne.
Man, it's like taking the treasure chest and throwing it back into the river.
Yes, it's
I
basically.
mean, I don't know.
It's
But I mean,
basically what
what,
you're
what-
doing.
what- I don't know. Like, what would I get out of it? I mean, I'm not saying
fame?
I'm not saying that
Money?
I want anything out of it. I'm just saying I think like if he had a shitty podcast theme song, I'd like fix it.
Write a better one.
Jeff Dye needs a fucking new one. We
Oh,
need to
yeah.
do a new one for Jeff Dye.
for sure. All right.
This is so upsetting.
That's it. Hey, Brian Callen, listen. You broke bitch. I ain't doing your fucking theme song. So suck a fucking dick. Hey, sucks for you that you already got a good one. I don't know what to tell you.
There you
Steve Byrne, don't know you.
go. Yep. Never met you.
Sucks.
Making a clip
Off
of
the
that.
boat sucks. Isn't that a show?
What is it?
Did I just
Dude, that is-
was I just racist against
yeah.
Asians?
Because he's Asian, you just thought he was on Fresh Off the Boat.
Uh-oh.
I don't even think he acts.
Let's cut it out. Let's cut it out.
Jesus Christ.
Who was I thinking of?
There's a cavalry with rifles marching up to this room right
Bunch
now.
of blue chew signs on the guns.
At least we got Phil and Krangus, the warriors in the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hide
Phil,
right
where's your
behind
shield?
that.
To the cliffs.
I'm gonna go hide behind that guitar over there. I'm gonna write the fucking cavalry a theme song. They'll be like, oh shit, all right, cool.
How do y'all get these big name guests? Like what? I mean,
Ask
what are
them.
you gonna do?
This conversation is probably how the national anthem was created.
Dude,
some
real
drunk
quick-
dude just like, "Hey man, we're forming a country. You want to just write the song?"
Yeah.
Like,
The original national anthem
what
was
was that guy's name? Philip Seymour Hoffman? Or,
Rest in peace.
Scott Key. Francis Scott Key. Yeah.
You call him Scott.
I imagine the first draft was just the N-word over and over in different tones. And they're like, yeah, man, I don't think they're gonna use it. It's like, oh, they're gonna actually use it for shit? Let me fucking all right,
Yeah.
dude. Like, let me take it seriously, dude. But yeah, they're probably kicking back, drinking some fucking Yinglings because it is the oldest brewery in the goddamn
That's
country.
true.
Is it
That's
really?
true.
Yeah, Pottsville,
It says it
Pennsylvania.
on there. Yeah. The top thing.
Oh,
America's
wow.
oldest brewery.
You gotta keep that going.
older than the goddamn national anthem, which is kind of a shit song. I think we need to mix it up.
Oh, yeah, we
think-
definitely need an update. on
I
that.
think Biden needs to hit me up and ask for a fucking theme
I think
song.
we need to hit Kyra Stallworth for some
Shira-
national
Shira-
anthem.
Shira, show some goddamn respect.
My name is
Jesus.
Shira Stallworth.
True American right there.
And I'm just keeping it simple.
You know,
Love the people
Yeah.
of my sport.
she might be a better songwriter, and she does not live that far away.
Yeah. Dude, what about a collab? What about a collab? We haven't even considered that.
Put
What, you want to do some mayor shit?
Dude.
put Shira in touch with Brian Callen.
You know my
Or
idea.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I wanted to get around here and just start a beat and just be like, let's
Yeah,
hear it,
fucking go
freestyle.
off, yeah.
Like let's hear that shit. I bet she would. I bet she fucking pop off.
I have no idea what her politics are, so if her politics are like, we should kill all the kids or something like that,
Yeah.
don't shoot me. But she is, I love the song. That's the only thing.
That's all that matters when
Yeah.
you're electing local leaders, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Songs?
Can
Yeah.
they sing?
Yeah.
I mean, if that was the case,
What?
Michael Bublé would be the president.
Okay. All right.
George Michael would have never.
Rest in peace.
Well, as long as she's not buying like bear rugs and shit like the other guy, like she should be a step up from.
Yeah, I heard the
last
other guy
man.
was shitty or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to prison for a real long time.
Him and his wife, they
Yeah.
they were like
Found
make
guilty
it-
of like 21 felony counts.
She
and
bought a 2020 Sonata
Yeah.
or something allegedly. I don't know with
He was
campaign
like
funds.
fucking city employees in the fire department.
Really, I didn't
Yeah.
hear that.
All that shit.
Oops.
Breaking news.
He's the fire man. He's the fire man.
Moss Point shouts out. It might be the worst city in Mississippi, which is saying
I feel like the Domino's that your wife just called about is also the fire department. Like,
No, it's hey,
Texaco
real
and
quick,
Domino's in the fire department.
that's like a
also
good,
get your taxes done.
yeah.
that's a good gas station at Moss Point. Like that's not
That's
even
the
like
best Domino's in my opinion.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We
for
actually,
sure.
I mean, we have that in Latimer. We have it used to be at Texaco, the Circle K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Yeah.
So
same
you
shit.
remember? Okay, so because you guys aren't from Latimer, but we are.
Yes.
Am I your first other Latimer
I'm so
guest?
sorry.
I think you are.
Okay.
Besides,
Remember
Chris.
back in the
Yeah.
day when fucking that Texaco used to have a fucking Taco Bell Express?
Yep.
Woo-wee. Free diarrhea. It wasn't free, but I mean,
That's crazy. When that was when the dollar menu was like hooked up, like they
Yeah.
had like
Yeah.
10 items
Like,
on
dude,
it.
79-cent tacos and shit.
Well, I think it's a beefy nacho crunch burrito. I don't think they have it anymore. That is the best thing that they've ever fucking done. So good. Spicy, beefy. Crunch.
Mitchell said you and my dog have the same mane.
All right, Mitchell. Hey, Mitchell, I need you to fucking chill the fuck out.
You do.
Mitchell's coming in hot to not be in the
Just
fucking
saw it.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted me to shit on him, but I was like,
Yeah.
hey, Mitchell, I was
Well-
hoping to talk to you because you wanted people to shit on me, Mitchell. Come on, talk, Mitchell. Talk, Mitchell. Shit on me, Mitchell.
What the fuck,
Why
Mitchell?
are you getting people
Come
to
on.
shit on me, Mitchell?
Mitchell, call me right now and shit on Krangus. Right now. Right fucking now. I
Well,
dare you.
To be fair, I don't remember exactly what he asked, but he was like, Krangus, what's that dude's deal? What's he? Like he had this kind of premise, like, yeah, let's talk shit about this guy.
I'm literally just giving comic stage time.
He's a
That's
veteran.
fucking it.
He's a fucking veteran.
Is it
Give
an
him a
80-20
goddamn
split?
break.
Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember exactly what was said.
No, let's shit on me some more. I like this.
Okay.
He was talking about Krangus.
Yeah,
that's
no, I'm
all
saying,
right.
I knew that. I'm
Oh,
saying,
switch it back to you.
Switch it back, shit on me. Let's go.
Okay.
You just you're
Phil,
that
you go
guy. You
first.
can't come until people are like beating your ass.
Yeah, Phil, you
You're
go
one
first.
of those guys.
Annie Goin said your mane is beautiful. I don't know if she's talking about you or the dog.
The dog.
She's probably talking
100%.
about the
She
dog.
would never say that about
My
me.
dog's amazing, beautiful. I think. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
because
leave
her
it at
comment
that.
before that was Pepper is fucking gross.
Yeah. thank
Your
you.
dog was really interested in meeting my car for the first
Yeah.
time.
Dude,
Yeah, it's a problem.
No
I gotta
joke.
work that
Like
out.
driving down here to the shed, I rolled my window down and pet the dog as I was driving down.
Yeah, I mean, next time you should have told me because I would have known. But like next time, I'll do something like that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe give it a bag of chocolates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just start shaking around.
Do you guys remember that story? It's probably my favorite news story of all time. The bear that got into the kilo of cocaine in
Oh
Tennessee.
yeah,
Oh my god.
and he was like for like a minute, he was like the most terrifying predator.
Dude, I mean, can you imagine like that bear just broke into that fucking kilo of cocaine? He has no concept of what fucking cocaine is. I imagine he chowed down on it because I mean, the cocaine now. So it used to be manufactured with like ether and stuff. Used to be refined with ether. Now it's more like gasoline and shit like that. So it probably smelled like gas. I don't even know like why he got into it because it's something that smells like fucking gasoline and cocaine. But he apparently devoured like a half of it, and I cannot imagine how fucking hyped that bear was for as long as he lasted before his heart exploded.
There's a video of this?
No,
No, it was just a.
there was an autopsy.
A bear autopsy?
Yeah, they do that.
Okay.
Why? It seems
Was
like-
this at a zoo?
If
the
they
tax
die,
Next on Transformers.
yeah.
Fuck.
If they die from cocaine overdose, they're gonna cut it open and see what's up.
All right. Jared said Pepper looks like a dude that likes to get shit on.
Jared, here's my okay. All right. Well, you're don't have any hair, so I don't know why you're talking about people's hair.
Damn.
Your truck smells like shrimp.
He didn't
Damn.
mention your hair at all.
Oh, what do you say?
You like to get shit on.
Oh. Well, here's the thing, Jared.
Didn't say anything
You don't
about your
have any hair. You wear glasses. Your fucking eyes suck. Your truck smells like shrimp, and that's all I had to say about that.
Weren't you wearing his hat a while ago?
Yeah, I was.
All right.
I got mud on it. Jared, hold on. Look at this hat. I need a new one. So make that happen, please. I love this hat. This is my favorite hat that I've
It's a
had
nice
in years.
hat.
Didn't you do a theme song for them too?
I did.
Oh.
It's not great. Hey, did I do it in 10 minutes and do kind of low effort? Yeah. Could I do a better job? Good. And I will. Hey, Jared, I'll make you do it right now. I'll write you a new theme song. Send me a new hat. Let's make a deal. Same color and everything. It's my favorite hat that I've had in years.
At least he's getting paid. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
aren't.
That is the only thing. Yeah, that is the only thing song that I think I've ever got paid for. I got a hat.
Really? I've never heard it.
I haven't either. I just remember you talking about it, so I thought you
All
did
right,
it.
well, I'll play it right now.
Is it copyrighted?
Jared said I love the song and deal.
I don't care.
Probably not.
No.
What else is there, guys?
Huh?
What else? All right, here you go.
Okay.
Are you blowing into a bottle?
Water banter.
Was it super low effort? Could I do better?
That was it. I was waiting on it to pick up.
Could I do better?
I thought that
Yes,
was an
I could.
intro. All right.
You stole that from Pink Floyd.
You're true. Yeah. Have you? I don't know. I don't want to talk about the Foo Fighters on this podcast for sure.
All right.
Don't want to give them any more.
Is there a podcast you would talk about it on?
Oh yeah, the Pink Floyd. I don't know. Who cares about jokes?
Stuff.
I feel like we've really kind of petered out here.
Petered?
What are we gonna get on?
I'm gonna go pee again because now I'm getting.
Bro, your bladder
You
is
are a peeing ass
insane.
bitch.
Dude, dude, he's peed like 17
Yeah,
times.
that is so much urine.
I think he's going out there and molesting my dog. Let me find out you peed on my dog.
Is that why his head's wet?
No, his head really is wet.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is
know why,
wet.
Phil.
So now that he's
Here
gone,
you go, buddy.
I'm so happy to be here, Phil.
are you?
Yeah, this is the second best thing that's ever happened to our podcast. Being on
What was
KrohnKast.
the first?
COVID, for
Oh,
sure.
that's true.
Yeah, 100% COVID.
Now, hey, can I ask you guys some underground shit?
No,
you don't have to. You don't
Yeah,
have
you
to
can ask
fucking
me.
answer. Just
Fuck,
say I
you
don't
can
want
ask
to
me.
talk about it.
Fuck him.
What's the I heard a rumor. I was under the bridge and I was bumming cigarettes off a guy,
Mhm.
and he was talking about. He's like, dude, I heard Rushmore podcast on Rocky fucking Road.
Mhm.
There's been some rumors going around. Can
Oh,
you
yeah,
clear
yeah.
that up on my podcast exclusively or no?
Yeah, I mean, we're ending the show. We we got like 2 episodes left, and that's gonna be it. We don't get along anymore.
We had a good run, but
We had an okay run.
Thomas is stealing money, and I'm
Yep.
not funny, so
Exactly.
Wow.
that's where we're at.
So it's all true.
Every-
the guy under
every
that I-10 overpass was
Every
was
goddamn
not
word
lying.
of it. No.
Okay.
So
Why would he lie? What does he have to lose?
you know, we've been doing it since 2017, and honestly,
Too long.
we've finally gotten good. And as we mentioned before, I'm terrified of success. We're just gonna end it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a wrap.
What are you
Who
gonna
cares?
do after that? We go like try out
Nothing.
for the Eagles?
Probably
or
not
something? Like-
anything.
Nothing.
Are they holding
Why would we
tryouts?
do anything else?
Do you guys want to hear my negotiating tactics real quick?
Yes.
So like, I'm
100%.
texting. I'm so shitty at this. I'm texting this guy that wants to be on a show. It's like a virtual show. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't imagine there's that much money in it. And he's like, do you want to do it? And I'm like, yeah, because I just want stage time. And he's like, cool, what's your price? And I was like, $75. And he's like, 75 for headlining? And I'm like, all right. So then he goes, I have 2 open. I mean, you'll get more time. And I'm like, yeah. And so I go, I mean, should I ask for more? I don't know your budget. And he goes, it's a big ass budget. Like 300 wouldn't make a dent. So I'm like, okay, then 300.
Oh, dude, no. That's when you
You should have been like, I'm sorry, I just looked. I left off at 0. I need 750.
Like, I'm so bad at this.
Yeah, no, do
So
what
I'm always
Thomas
like
said.
trying not to fuck
Y'all are the
anybody.
same guy.
But listen. That's
Hey,
why.
but I'm still taking something. Like
Yeah,
I was gonna
true.
pay him 50 for a fucking.
But that's why I let
song.
Thomas take care of all of that shit, because I am worse than you. I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, I do it for free. I don't.
I'll
give a
take
fuck.
some money, but yeah,
I
don't.
need, and I had a friend bring up this today. He was like, he told me, you need to be constantly doing things so you don't kill yourself. And I was like, yes, I'm glad somebody fucking
Yeah, you
understands.
gotta stay
me.
busy.
Like
Yeah,
I
sure.
have to be doing shit. Like I do work. Like I do so much shit. But I have to have shit going on, or I'll just get like super depressed and fucking hate myself.
And yeah,
So that's why I don't get fucking paid for shit like that. And honestly, it would stress me out if
Well,
somebody,
what do you do for? This is all I actually do for a living.
oh, comedy?
Yes,
That's completely different.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Is
yeah, that's
completely
career.
different.
We don't. The
Add a
podcast
0.
isn't really monetized. He's not getting paid for theme songs.
so
Yeah,
you're
real
actually
job.
getting. You have like a real job.
Yeah, I got
okay.
a job where I'm like totally.
That's
fine.
why it's different. Like
Yep.
because like I was that guy when I did have a day job. I was that guy where I just wouldn't get paid for things and I wouldn't care about it. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So I probably am more similar to you than
Probably.
Hire
Like
that
the Pure
motherfucker.
Spectrum shit. Like we don't really get paid for any of the Pure Spectrum stuff, but they send us a box of shit every fucking month, and we use it. So we use it. It's good shit. So we would much rather get paid in fucking product than money. 100%.
Hire that motherfucker to negotiate your shit. He is really good because he has no problem with like burning bridges and being an asshole. And I don't like it when people don't like me.
Yeah. Pepper will literally like type out an email to send to somebody, and he's like, I'm going to send you this and you redo it, but this is actually like the points I want to get across. And then I'll have to email the fucking person for him.
Yeah, he was messaging me, and now he's not. So,
He's probably watching.
shout out to Thomas Finley, everybody.
I think it's like a hair knot. It's like a hair knot thing.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about my dog, Pepper.
I was concerned, dude.
This dog is healthy, okay?
What were you going to say, Phil?
So you're like the tough, hard nosed, hard dick business guy of the group, right?
I guess, but there's really not a lot of business to be done, So it's pretty fucking easy. Because like when it comes to guests and shit like that, you just fucking ask. It's just about how you ask.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm trying to sell you a used car, I'm not going to get anywhere. Like I'm just.
I might sell it. I might buy it and sell it back to you for
You'd
more.
be like, no, that's too much money.
He'll do that.
I'm not doing that. It's stupid. This car's not worth that much.
Yeah, give it to me for $500 and also buy it back for $1,000.
Do y'all have any like superstar guests coming up, or is this just stop trying? Like who cares? Like what's going on? Like tell
whatever you said last. Stop trying. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, we had Tony Hinchcliffe lined up, and we forgot about it, and just didn't fucking message him back.
Wow, that's unreal.
The only guest that we really, really want is Derek Lewis. He just what? Yeah. Thank you.
You get it.
I'm a fan too.
You get it.
He just did Joe Rogan, so there's hope.
Yeah. And
I could get y'all Yoshi Obayashi.
He is a great podcast guest.
Yeah.
All his Tom Segura, Your Mom's House appearances.
Yeah.
And why the fuck did y'all not come out to either of the shows that I had him on here? Local.
We're busy.
I had him headlining 2 different shows and he didn't come.
I don't leave my house for like hardly anything. Here, I'll take him out, Phil. I gotta piss.
Okay, cool. Yeah, take him out. He likes you more than me.
He likes Ford Tauruses a lot too.
Yeah, we kind of got pretty lazy with booking the guest for it, and I don't know. Only one we won't have for sure that like we have written off was Ian Edwards. And who else? No, well,
what do you mean
we've had Josh Wolf.
Sure. Like why have you written him off?
He just said something dumb and it bothered him. Pepper, like. I negotiate with these people, but if Pepper feels slighted in any way, they're dead to him immediately. Really? Like he won't do it.
Like for life.
I feel like we've been sliding him all night.
Who, Pepper? Yeah. But
I canceled too.
Like we've already had Josh Wolf on, but basically what happened with Josh was he was doing a live video and Pepper was in his bathtub and he got on the live video on his Facebook and Pepper started shouting out all of our sponsors. But the live video for Josh was sponsored by one of their competitors.
Yeah.
So he got real upset with that, and Pepper like sent him a big apology video, but now he's dead to me. We'll never do it again. Josh is a very nice guy.
Yeah.
But him and then Ian Edwards said like he rescheduled like 3 times, and then he was like, "You guys don't make me feel inspired this afternoon. Let's try again tomorrow or something like that." And we were like, "All right, no, fuck you. Like just don't do it then."
Yeah.
But that's about it. But I think we're gonna have Tony Hinchcliffe, Sam Tripoli. And
Sam's cool. When I started comedy, I actually worked at a club called Stand Up Scottsdale in Arizona, and Sam was one of our between him and Brody Stevens.
Yeah,
both of those are arguably the 2 most energetic comedians I've ever seen.
I got to see Brody 6 nights in a row about 3 weeks before he died.
I sold that dude weed.
Yeah, dude, he was cool as shit. There was one night at the Comedy Store. It was like 2 a.m, right before they closed. There might have been 4 people in the fucking room. And he did like a 45-minute set.
It was the Sam Kinison spot.
Right.
And now it's officially known as the Brody Stevens spot.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was either him, every night it was either him or Brian Holtzman doing it.
So if the viewers don't know anything about this, because I don't know this is a comedy podcast, but at the Comedy Store, it's a legend that Sam Kinison, if you know him, look him up, he's a very energetic comic, and they always gave him the 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock spot at the Comedy Store because they knew that he had the energy to bring him back up.
Yeah.
And so for a long time, it was called the Kinison spot. And recently, Brody Stevens, who also has a very similar gusto and energy, I saw this man. I've seen him 3 times at the club that I worked at, and he was more energetic than Kinison. In that when you've seen him on live, it's different than when you see him like on TV, because when he's live, when he's at a club, he literally will walk, or he does not use a microphone unless it's like a huge place. He won't use a microphone. He will just go from table to table and just shout And it's almost like every table gets their own joke.
Well, like I said, me and my wife watched him do stand up for like 4 people
Yeah.
for like 45 minutes.
And he probably stood
he was,
right in
he
front
killed.
of them.
He was incredible too.
Wow.
But I mean, Brody Stevens. So like now that spot at the Comedy Store is called the Brody Stevens spot.
Yeah. I can't wait till that shit opens back up. I'm going back out there because that was wild.
Dude, it was so
shit.
good, man.
That was fucking wild. I've never I fell in love with comedy like that because I've watched it for years on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, I've watched it for years on YouTube and stuff, but it's
so different live. It's a different experience.
So different.
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, she reminded me. I think we're gonna have Frank Grillo on too, guy from Captain America.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
I only know him from Brian Callen and
Yeah.
Brian Callen mentioning him on every single fucking podcast.
every show he's ever been on. He's a handsome bastard. Looks a lot like Phil.
Really?
Yeah.
I appreciate
dude.
that, man. You
No
guys are hitting me with all kind of like everybody's taking a shit on Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, Phil, you look great.
You look great.
You really
I
did.
feel
Yeah.
good about it.
Hey, fill in that beard a little bit, but your fucking
Fill in
head, your
that
head
beard.
is just. How could it get any thicker? I didn't think anybody had thicker hair than fucking like me and old Donald J. But
You look like
God
Norm
damn.
Macdonald and Tom Cruise fucked and then started doing HGH at like 26.
True. Big, just American, just protector of America head on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to fight somebody right now just from you guys hyping me up. I don't. I
Let's find
feel
some
like you're
terrorists.
hyping
Do you
me
want
up.
me to? Do you want me to try to call around and find some terrorists?
Call around.
who's your terrorist guy?
Dude, that
I'll
is
get you
fun.
a better deal, Phil.
I have like that's one thing somebody brought up recently too. Like I have a guy for everything because I was in some fucking Discord server. I was like, oh yeah, I have a guy who I know that does this. I have a guy that he was like, how many fucking people do you know? It's like I'm not necessarily friends with all these people, but I do have a fucking guy for everything. I have a guy for cars. I have a guy for photography. I have a fucking guy for music production. I have a fucking guy for like every fucking thing.
Anal.
And I have. Come on, dude.
Sorry.
What are we doing? We're on a podcast right
Oh.
now. You're just gonna fucking say that I have a guy for anal?
Yes.
That you think that's fucking funny? You think that's a funny fucking joke to say on a fucking podcast?
Not really. It was pretty
Really?
sideways
I want
comment.
to see how
Really?
mad he
Here
gets
we
on
go.
that.
It's not- none of it's real.
Have you ever seen like Pepper like super mad?
No, I've seen him annoyed. I've never seen him mad.
Thomas has made me more angry over the past
This
3
is
years that we've done the podcast.
This is
I
the
have
problem.
Been okay.
I don't-
Tell me what the problem.
yeah. The
is.
problem is I don't care about too much. Like I don't get overexcited about too much.
Okay.
So things that really irritates him, I won't even know it for like 4 days, and he'll be like, "I was so pissed at you when you called me Monday." I'm like, "Oh, I had no idea what happened," because I'll just call him and act like nothing's wrong, and that frustrates him so much fucking more because he'll be so mad at me and I won't even know it, and then 3 days later it's over. He's already forgotten about it, but then he reminds me that he was mad at me, and I don't even know what for.
So you're his anal guy.
Yeah.
'Cause you guys are married.
Yes, 100%.
Sure.
That's pretty much what it is. But he does get very agitated, but I've never seen him angry.
I've gotten. Well, I mean, here's the frustrating thing. I will get mad at you and then be like, I'm not speaking to this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then I won't speak to you for 3 or 4 days,
Sure.
and you won't notice. And that is so
Yeah.
infuriating.
At all.
That is so fucking
Yeah.
infuriating.
And I'll be like, "What day are we doing the podcast?"
He's the silent guy. He just writes you off for a week and just does.
Yeah, he'll do that. Yeah, he'll just ignore. Not even ignore. Just won't make an effort to communicate. But
Yeah.
I just
We
won't.
don't talk a lot. Like,
Yeah.
we're not good friends.
Yeah, the fact that but the fact that we talk for over an hour every fucking week, you run out of shit to say to each other.
Yeah. There's plenty of times where he'll be telling me something about something that I don't know about because he pays attention to a lot more shit than I do. And I'll just be like, please stop. I need to, like, tell me about this on the podcast.
Yeah,
so
we
I
need
can-
something to talk about.
Yeah. Because we don't, hey, there's not a lot of stuff to talk about.
There's really not.
Has there been a time? Look, guys, I need something juicy, right? I'm trying to
Okay.
be somebody here. I'm trying to get over 600 likes
Let's
on my
go.
shit.
Okay.
Has there been a time where you want to like hit Thomas, or vice versa?
No.
No.
Y'all never came that close.
No.
'Cause
I don't
you're
think either of us
responsible
really
adults?
have that in.
We could do it
any-
now.
in each
Okay.
other.
Follow up question: when's the last time you've been in a fight?
It was a pay-per-view, a UFC pay-per-view in 2000.
Yeah, what was it? 169.
It was definitely before 200.
Yeah. So like 2015.
Domino's
No, I don't
Pizza?
think it was 50. It might have been 15.
Might have been
actually.
2015. I think so.
15 or 16. So, I had a neighbor.
Oh, this is a real story. I thought he was trying to.
Oh, this
joke
is
that he was
real?
in
No, no, no,
UFC.
this
I thought you were like trying to
100%.
find something.
No,
here.
no, no. This is
Okay.
a real story.
Go ahead.
My mom was in town to just hang out with the kids kind of randomly. We were watching a UFC pay-per-view at my house. I had a neighbor across the street that was like I was friendly with. So we invited him over to watch the UFC. He came over, had a great time. except for he brought a bottle of Jägermeister, like the big one, and then aside from like the maybe one drink that I had of it, he drank the whole fucking thing. This is my home with my mother, my wife, and my children. No, not even.
Drinking my Jägermeister.
Not even. So, you know, he gets pretty lit, you know, as we do. We're watching fights. We're fucking having a good time. Everything's fine. And then I'm like, all right, brother, we need to get you home, which is literally across the street. So I walk him across the street because he is obviously not even fit enough to walk across the street by himself. So I fucking babysit him across the street. And then he gets home and his wife is out of town. He told his wife that he went to Pensacola to hang out with his boys, and all of his boys bailed on him. So he ended up coming to my house.
Oh, this guy's a winner.
Yeah, his wife thinks that he's in Pensacola, and everybody else thinks he's in Pensacola except for his fucking friends. So I get back, and he's like, I'm going to drive to Mobile. I was like, no, you're not. He was like, yeah, I'm going to drive my Ford Taurus, shouts out, to Mobile. And I was like,
shouts
no, you're
out
not,
to that
dude.
dog.
It's a nice car, yeah.
I was like, dude, you're not going to do that. You're not going to drink a bottle of Jaeger at my home and then drive to Mobile. And also, real quick, this guy was charged for murder for a DUI accident, which I didn't even know that was a possibility.
Dude, you got to find better friends.
Did you know that at the
It's
time?
not my friend, it's my neighbor.
Did you know that at the time?
No. This
Okay.
was after, like, he broke that to me after the fact.
Okay.
Not my friend, my neighbor. But I've never heard of anybody charged for murder because he killed a passenger in his car in a DUI accident.
Yeah, that happens.
I've never heard that.
That's involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah.
But no, he was charged. I know that. He was charged for murder.
Oh.
I've never heard of that.
I'm not a lawyer.
He got out of it. Like, he didn't
Well, I am.
go to prison. But anyways, so I'm like, yeah, you're not going to Mobile. And
Nor are you ever involved in my house ever again.
So I somehow got his keys, and I just threw his keys in the woods. You know.
What a good lawyer you
Is this
are.
where the fight started? Is this when you fought a murderer?
Kind
I think his car fought him after that. His
So-
Taurus.
He I don't
American
remember. I really don't remember what happened between that and when I threw the beer bottle at his head. But there was like, I assume there's a lot of shit talking. I had a glass beer bottle in my head. He would not stop fucking talking shit. So I just fucking threw a fucking beer bottle at his head. He ducked.
What a
and
move.
It hit his house and exploded. And then he looked at me like, oh shit, we're doing this. And I was like, oh fuck, yes, I guess we are doing this. I just threw a beer bottle at his head. So he like ran at me, and I was like, okay, bitch. So he tried to like tackle me, and I was like, So I grabbed his head and I like sprawled out like UFC fucking style, and I fucking put that dude on his back. Also too, this guy is like 130 pounds. So I'm not what I'm about to say right here. It's not impressive because he's probably like 125 pounds. He's a very small guy, very scrawny guy. But I got on top of him, or no, I had his back, and he was on top of me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting a boner right now.
Yeah.
I just popped a blue
I had
chip.
his back, and he was on top of me. I had my legs wrapped around him, and I choked him out. So he went unconscious, and he was talking shit the entire time.
Oh, he went out.
Well, to be fair, he just drank a bottle of Jaeger. He was basically unconscious already.
Yes. Very true. This is not impressive.
Yeah.
So I rolled him over off of me, and I was like, all right, buddy, you're asleep now. Get up. Let's go inside. Come on. Start like poking him with a stick.
Dog.
Like, come on, do something, buddy. Let's go. Just completely dead snoring.
And then you got charged with murder.
No. Snoring. So at this point, I run. He's not moving at all. I can't get him to fucking move at all.
Okay.
So I'm like, fuck. I have this guy that was at my house all night drinking fucking Jaeger, and then I just choked him out. He's still breathing because he's snoring, but this is going to look really fucking bad if like somebody shows up and sees him like this. I'm like, fuck. I run across the street, got my wife, and I was like, we have to carry him inside.
I have to ask you a question before we continue. What was he like at the party while he was getting drunk?
Oh, it's perfectly pleasant.
Okay, I mean,
He's a great guy.
Alliteration.
I feel like you're the kind of guy that's going to see the best in everybody. So I wish I could talk to somebody that was there that was like, yeah, that guy definitely was asking everybody if they're interested in Quaaludes. And
yeah, I mean, maybe
the 16-year-old daughter went to the bathroom and he made a comment about that. Like, I feel like other people that were there were like, oh, he was kind of weird.
I think,
and then you're the one that's like, no, he was totally cool.
I think you have the right idea. I think
like everybody else hated this guy.
Yeah, I might have rose-colored glasses on this guy. So, I get my wife. I bring her over, and I'm like, we have to like carry this guy inside. We can't fucking leave him out here. So I grab his arms, she grabs his legs, and we are carrying him inside of his house. And he starts waking up, and I'm like, oh shit. So I let him down, and he's like starting to get up and everything. And he says something like you gonna fucking blah. I was like, what'd you say, dude?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking boo you.
And then he said, you thought I was fucking asleep. And then he jumps up and swings at me. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
dude?
like
That's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Yeah.
He was playing dead. He was playing fucking
You
possum.
thought I was asleep, motherfucker?
That's exactly what he said. Actually, that is exactly what he said. He's like, you thought I was asleep, motherfucker. So he fucking like just throws a wild hook that misses like crazy, and I duck down and fucking tackle him again. I'm like, what the fuck is your like? Go inside. We are trying to help you. Go the fuck inside. He was like, no. So I was like, okay. So I did, and like the whole time I didn't fucking hit him because he's like a friend.
His name was Caldwell.
He's a neighbor. No, Rockwell.
Oh,
Go ahead, dude.
your wife said Caldwell was a fucking idiot.
Oh, can we pull this guy up? Can you get the wife
No.
to pull this guy up?
I mean, I don't care.
Yeah,
Who
shit.
fuck cares?
Somebody got the jail docket.
That bridge is already kind of burned.
Is he in jail right now?
I mean, he had a murder charge.
He beat it, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, then he's not a murderer.
Anyways,
Good for him.
Yeah.
so like I got him back down, and I was in mount position now. I was like holding his hands down, be like, "Go inside, dude." He was like, "No." I was like, "Please go inside."
I like your impression.
Yeah, your impression.
Of him.
Yeah, he's a fucking bitchy dude.
He's like a little girl.
He ended up breaking one of his hands loose, and then he punched me in the face. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So the only time I ever fucking hit him, I headbutted him like with the crown of my fucking head in his nose, and I broke his fucking nose.
That's your first and only fight ever?
Oh,
No,
I've
he
been
just
in
said that's
other
his
fights.
last
Oh,
one.
okay.
This is my last.
that is
fight.
a
It's an interesting closer for your fighting career.
I was about to say, it's a wild go-to move that you throw a beer bottle and then the next strike is a headbutt. You don't even think about punching the guy.
Those are two very
No,
aggressive
yeah,
tactics.
Very
Like,
aggressive.
But
That's what somebody with a
eventually,
mullet would do.
I somehow got from mount position to the other position where I had him on top. and-
Missionary.
Yeah, and I choked him out again, and then at that point I just kind of left him there. He woke up again. This time he actually woke up pretty quick, and then he like kind of stumbled into his house, and then me and my wife were like, "Oh shit, he's got guns. We're about to fucking die." So I think it was actually her. Shouts out to my fucking wife. Was like, he's got a gun, and we just fucking hauled ass across the street.
Yeah, she's commentating the story as you go.
And then we called the cops and told them the situation. They're like, all right, we'll come out. So
All right, well, I guess this merits a response.
we're watching.
All right.
We're watching the guy, like seeing what he's doing, because we are like legitimately concerned that he has a gun and he's gonna try to fucking shoot us. He ends up just going to sleep in his carport. Like, he just fell asleep in his carport.
Yeah.
The officer shows up and starts talking to him. And then he came over to us. I think he actually came over to us first. And we told him what happened.
He's like, you thought I was asleep, motherfucker?
Yeah. Yeah. So he came back over to us.
He actually was paying off the cops.
Yeah. He came over to us after talking to the cops. And he was like, yeah, that guy's crazy fucked up. Like, and also his nose is like really bad. I was like, I didn't punch him. So he was like, listen, as long as because he is at his house, he is very fucking drunk, but as long as he stays at his house and like it doesn't seem like he's going to be any harm to himself, he's totally fine. And I was like, cool, that's totally fine. And then he started being a harm to himself, I guess. He started like throwing shit and talking shit.
Hold on, in that moment, like publicly, he was throwing shit and talking shit.
The cop is talking to us and he starts showing out.
Oh.
Like across the street by
So,
himself.
like, for this guy's sake, he was already about in the clear.
He was pretty much in the clear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he started acting a fucking fool across the street, just throwing shit in his carport. And we're like, and the cop's like, I guess I got to go handle this.
I really thought I didn't have to do any paperwork tonight.
So he called the ambulance, and the ambulance showed up, took him to the fucking hospital, which he did not want to fucking do. The cop was like, I'm not going to fucking charge
The
him
ambulance
anything.
headbutt him.
Yeah, they headbutt him to broke his nose twice. But so all that happens, and like I said, the cop didn't want to. And I told him, I was like, dude, I do not want to press any charges. It's just him being drunk. Like it's a fucking drunk shit. Like that's all it fucking is. I don't want to cause any fucking problems. I don't want to make you do any fucking paperwork.
Did you have that mullet at the time when you were talking to him?
Yeah, that's a new development.
So the next morning, I get a text from my neighbor Rockwell, and he's like, "Hey, can you come pick me up from the hospital?" I was like, I feel like we just had a fist fight. Maybe that's not the best idea for us to talk this soon. And he was like, well, you know, my wife doesn't even know about this. I'm trying to hide it from her. I don't have anybody else I can call. Like, you're kind of the only person I can
Bro,
call.
let's just back up for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
how
have
did you not
questions.
already get the fact that, first of all, his wife is out of town, so obviously his wife doesn't even like him. His friends also bailed on him, so they don't even he doesn't have, those aren't friends. And you were like, yeah, well, I'll bring you over. You can hang out with our people.
Spoiler
My
alert,
wife.
Annie. She's like, yeah, and he went and got him before he can get to him. But
That's not true.
But my point is, I thought you met this guy at the party. Like it was your first interaction with him.
No. We had been, because he was literally like the across the street
Right.
neighbor.
Okay.
Okay, because I thought the party was the first interaction.
I
Because
see.
I'm wondering,
I
how
did
does he have
too.
your fucking phone number
I
at
did
the
too.
hospital?
No. Like, he was the across the street neighbor. We had known each other. We had been probably friendly for, I mean, not long, like maybe like a month or so.
Okay.
Because the way you said it at first was like he just came over and was
He's
like,
like, yeah, I'm
hey,
crashing
man,
this motherfucker.
my wife hates me.
Yeah.
My friends bailed on me.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
and
thought.
like
Can I hang out here?
his wife was like out of town for visiting family or some shit. Like it wasn't like she fucking bailed on him. But so I was like, all right, dude, I guess if I am the last resort, I'll come pick you up. But I don't feel safe about this. So my wife's brother is an interesting guy.
Black
So-
fella or something?
Oh, that's racist.
That's racist.
But no, because you said that about black people
Interesting.
earlier. You said they were interesting.
So I was like,
using your words against you.
That's a good tactic. I was like, get a pistol and you're gonna ride with me. So he did. We went to the address, and I felt so fucking weird about this because just the way everything was playing out, I was like, this does not seem right. And I
Looks like
got
you brought a gun to an IED fight.
possibly.
He's got
So-
those RPGs on his chest.
Yeah.
Break one of those
Fucking
motherfuckers out.
Points it at you.
So I drive past the house fast first because I don't, you know. So I drive past the house fast
Okay.
just to scope it out. And there is a guy that I've never seen before who looks like a white gang member with his shirt off standing in the carport. And I'm like, I don't know that guy. It's very weird that he would be standing in the carport with his fucking shirt off. And, you know,
Does he have like swastikas and shit?
yeah, you get it.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those.
An Aryan brother.
One of
Yeah,
them.
one of those.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, I don't like this. So I think, and then immediately after I passed the house, my neighbor started texting me. He's like, yo, what the fuck? You just passed. Yo, what, yeah. So he's like, you know, super weird. So I'm like, no, fuck this, dude. I don't like this. You can find your own ride home. We're not fucking doing this. And then, so this, like 3 days later or something, we went to go check our mail at the same time. So it was like our first interaction after all this shit had passed. And he was like, hey, man, dude, I'm so sorry about the other night. I was like, hey, man, like, if you're, like, if you're apologizing and we're cool, like, we're fucking cool, dude. Like, I'm not trying to start any fucking problems with my neighbor. I was like, I did feel like you were setting me up to, like, get jumped or shot whenever you asked me to pick me. He was like, yeah, dude, I'm sorry about that, man. Like, that's
I want to imagine that you like left the conversation and he was just like chill, like white power. By the way,
I mean,
Yeah,
it was basically
Threw
like,
it in there, dude.
We're on the same team, right?
he was basically
power.
like, hey, man, that was my bad. You know, he basically set it up like the people that I was hanging out with made it sound like a good idea for me to have you jumped and or shot. And I just went along with it, and I was like, be a better person, have better friends, man.
This is your old house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
God.
I'm gonna pee you on
Unreal.
That is incredible.
You gotta see a pediatrician about that.
Yeah.
You guys have all peed.
I haven't peed at all.
The first person that hasn't peed, throw pee in your. What? How the fuck did Jesus say?
There you go.
I don't know.
There you go.
I'll say I haven't peed yet. Man, that's a lot of urine.
Yeah, dude.
You can feel a lake.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
I mean, I peed once. He's on his fourth time.
No,
dude.
that's more than 4, dude. That's like 6.
That's an issue.
It's
Yeah.
almost
That's a
he's
prostate
he's-
thing.
He looks healthier than all of us.
That's
though.
the Dr. Drew thing. Excuse me?
Besides Phil.
Excuse me?
Phil is-
I think I'm,
Specimen over here?
yeah, this is all just facade. I'm really unhealthy.
Yeah.
I ate oysters just like pepper. I just
Out
got
the can?
I'm gifted with the DNA.
Those,
Uh,
I got a
Coda-
confession to make.
do it.
Those aren't my oysters.
Who's oysters?
It's my buddies.
Oh, I see you lied.
If that's how you want to frame it. then-
Pepper's wife Annie says, "Is he peeing again? Christ."
Yeah.
I can't believe you lied about that. I thought you because it made me feel good about.
I just posted a picture of oysters. How is that lying? That's not lying.
Dude, you lied about oysters? I wasn't paying
I
attention.
did not say that they were my oysters. I just posted a picture
Wow.
of oysters, and you're saying
You think
that
you
I'm lying.
fucking know somebody,
Come
Phil.
on.
It's funny. The biggest topic of the chat is this dude going to pee again?
So what?
Krangus, you're causing some waves in the chat. Dude.
What's happening?
Your urination.
She said, "Is he peeing again?"
It's
Christ.
not normal how much you're peeing.
Dude, it's been like that since I was a fucking kid.
Dude, you can pass a drug test like.
It's fucking straight out of your system.
I like that. I'm envious, dude.
Yeah.
You know how many fucking drug tests I've taken? You know how many I've passed? You know how many I've made an A+ on?
Yeah, I imagine.
Made
4.
no A minuses. The military drug tests you pretty often, so it's more than 4 for sure.
Yeah, not for.
Is there a lot of access to drugs when you're on tour?
What kind?
Ooh,
I can answer
this
some of
is,
those.
Drugs that would pop a drug test.
Thank you for
What the
asking
fuck
that
can you
question.
answer? Yeah,
Oh, I got a bunch of friends in the Rangers, and
Oh,
they did a
God.
lot of drugs.
What? What
Are
friends
you
do you
talking
have?
about like steroids and stuff?
You talking about Army Rangers?
Yeah.
You have friends in the Army Rangers?
Yeah,
He knows like 7 of them.
Well, that was a Marine in the invasion of Marja, so just for that
planet?
perspective. Look, dude, no, Marja is a city in Afghanistan. There's a whole documentary about it. But
Used
listen,
to be.
until Monster got involved. You got there. Until Phil started talking about it. No, there is. I mean, obviously, because like where we were in Afghanistan is where most of the heroin in the world comes from, like the Helmand province. So there was access to it, but there weren't people like doing it really.
Yeah.
Like I'm just being honest with you right now.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you would be able to score heroin and do it like off watch of somebody.
No, the biggest
stationed
thing. I
over
mean,
there.
like, I'm not saying that it never happened, but like, because I don't know, but I just know that by and large, people weren't really trying to do heroin while they're like deployed.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
Oh,
right
no.
idea. That's the
No,
right idea.
hold on, wait. I say that, and let me take it back real quick because there is one thing, but it was an accident. All right, there's a stuff called Naswad,
Sure.
which is like a tobacco that they mix it with like black tar heroin.
Mhm.
And that happened a lot because Marines would go on patrol and be like, they'd have this fucking this dip, or the villages would have this dip, and they'd be like, oh, I haven't had a cigarette run in a few weeks, so they'd take like half the fucking can thinking it's just regular dip,
Yeah.
and it's actually like fucking black tar heroin.
Is that similar to like cat in Africa?
I don't know anything about Africa.
That's like it's like a leaf. It's like
Why'd that sound so fucking racist?
I don't fuck with Africa.
I don't
I don't know nothing about Africa.
disregard then.
Africa
Yeah.
who?
I don't know about cat. I don't know, whatever you fucking said.
You said cat, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like it's a similar thing where it's like a stimulant. It's kind of like
Nicotine?
meth or no.
Well, I've heard of like the bomb or whatever, where it's like shotgun shells mixed with cocaine.
The fuck?
I'm interested.
That sounds American as fuck.
Yeah.
That sounds like something that American thinks that African dictators do.
Yeah.
like a average Latimer guy's like, yeah, they do that over there.
Yeah.
Driving their G wagons.
Phil, how do you
So-
feel about Africa?
So hold on. What happened with that weird heroin dip?
Oh, the Naswar stuff.
Yeah.
I don't. This is a live thing. I don't want to really comment.
Yeah, it's straight
Don't
up
use
live.
names. Don't use
Yeah,
names.
plead the
That's
fifth.
fine.
I mean, I do have 10,000 followers.
Say that it was me that was doing it. What did I do when I took some?
Hypothetically, allegedly.
We don't have to talk about it. It's fine.
Hypothetically, yeah.
We don't have to talk about it. It's fine.
Sorry, I asked the drug question, guys.
Yeah.
I've done drugs accidentally. It's fine.
Have you?
Yeah, sure.
I've done it on purpose. You remember trying to kiss me in a Buffalo Wild Wings parking lot?
Yes.
No.
Obviously.
Because of the NASWAR?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And the monster. And the blue chew, apparently.
You guys remember the BP oil spill?
No, was
No,
What was
I
that?
never heard of that.
that?
I did not know
First
about
of
it. Tell
all,
me about
this
it.
dog has turned into a savage pit bull. Look at him. He's biting me.
Oh, the movie?
No.
Deepwater.
Yeah, Deepwater Horizon.
No, that's-
Mark
Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, I remember
That's
that
what
movie.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
I remember
Kurt
that
Russell.
now. Yeah.
Kurt
They had, like,
Russell.
the soccer player in it.
Yeah.
No, to circle back about the drug test thing,
Okay.
we would get on these buses, right?
Right.
And I was and I don't care if I say this on live or whatever,
Here we go.
but I was a supervisor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they picked all the guys with nice polo shirts and made them supervisors over 10 people. Everybody had 10 people in their crew, right? So
Yeah.
we'd get on the bus, and they recruited in downtown Gulfport in some rough hoods, right? So every now and then we would, I didn't say that, every now and then we'd get on the bus and we'd go to the beach, right, at 5 a.m. in the morning to pick up oil that wasn't there.
Right.
Well, every now and then they would take a left turn and turn away from the beach.
Oh.
And everybody goes, "Fuck!" Like just
Yeah.
panicking. They throw their bags like, damn, they get on the phone, like, come pick me up. And it was drug test day.
Yeah.
And I would lose legitimately 5, 6, 7 people out
Yeah.
of my 10 every single time. Every single time.
Yeah.
And one time I tested, and I'm not worried about nothing because I'm a good guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm a clean dude. I pee. And they're like, who's Phil Kroon? I was like, it's Kron.
Yeah.
And they're like,
It's Kron. Well, you looked at him when you said that. It's Kron.
yeah, well, everybody messes that up. It's
It's
so E at the
Kron.
end.
I would never.
I'm freaking German, right?
Right.
Calm down. It's
course.
good people.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, it's me. And they're like, we need your badge. You're out of here. You're done. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd be doing this shit. I was like, what are you talking about? What did I fail for? They're like, methamphetamines. You hit positive for methamphetamines. I said, bullshit. Can I get a do-over? And they're like, yeah, because we give do-overs. Like, you know how long that would take? Like,
Yeah.
every 100 people we test, 60 of them fail for weed.
Right.
And we're not doing do-overs. And I'm like, you can't just fire me. I'm making $23 an hour. Like, this is most money. Like, I'm rich.
Yeah.
And, and so they fired me in front of everybody.
Yeah.
They're like, get out.
That's fucked up.
Get out in
Yeah,
front of like 100 people in this trailer and all this stuff. And I go out and they're like, and if you walked out of that trailer without a badge, everybody's like, oh shit, they got fucking Frederick. They got Frederick.
Yeah.
You know, and I walked out without my badge and they're like, yo, where you going? Where you going? I was like, they just fired me. They're like, dude, you smoke weed? I was like, no, methamphetamines.
How was the meth?
I don't know. So I'm like, what the hell? And then I remembered I got a tooth pulled the week prior.
Oh.
And they gave me some Lortabs for pain.
Isn't Lortabs like
That's
opiate?
Yeah, it's an
though?
opiate.
Yeah, it's
That's
opiate.
heroin.
Right. And I said, and
Hey,
I,
look at us drug guys. No shit.
I
So
called
did you
my
Couple
do-
fucking
dentist.
doctors in
I
here.
said,
So he's
hey,
like, so the Lortabs weren't working, so I got some meth.
Yeah.
I was about to be a big deal for the company at BP. Like, I'm a do-gooder.
Yeah.
I got a cowboy hat. Like, I
Fuck
wore
yeah.
my big belt buckle. Like,
Yeah.
I'm about
You
to
were the
get
bad
hired
guys
on.
in Deepwater Horizon.
100%, dude. I was Mark Wahlberg. I was about to be out there. And I was like, dude, I just fell for methamphetamines. Dude, how does that happen? She's like, I don't know. We prescribed you the opiates for, some Lortab 7s. And she conversed with a couple other doctors. Apparently, that could, in a certain type of test, set that off.
Oh, that's weird.
And I went back and told the nurse, and she said, no, get out of here. Get out. Security. She's calling security.
Yeah,
So
we
I'm
have
like,
a
no.
meth head
I said,
in
no,
the
you're going to
office.
listen to me. You gotta listen to
We
me.
got another one.
Fucking meth head
Yeah,
running
they're trying
around.
to call security on me.
Phil killed 8 people that were trying to fucking take him out, all with his bare fucking hands.
Yeah, I was like,
That have monster tattoos on them.
I was like, ma'am, I'm trying to be nice, but I'm getting angry, and I like hit the table.
Oh no, you can't
The
do that.
table broke
Yeah.
in a million
Yeah.
pieces and killed 8 people.
A bunch of meth fell out your sleeve.
And she's like a low grade RN, like one of those,
Sure.
out of
Oh,
shape
one of those
ones.
pieces of
one
shit.
of those shitty ones. That
Meth
Stupid
heads.
fucking idiot.
none of the CNAs like. She's just like, just nasty
Yeah.
woman, dude. And she's like, nope, I'm done. Security. Dude,
She
3
formerly
times.
worked at Waffle House as a line cook
Right.
before.
Yeah.
What a
job.
cunt.
Went to Virginia College, got an RN license. I don't know. Well, eventually,
Can't cook the shit out of some hash browns though.
eventually I found one of the nurse girls was like, yeah, that's absolutely true with these tests. If you take, but you have to have your prescription. I was like, I got in the car, brought it up there. They rehired me. And I told the woman in front of everybody, I said, could I get an apology?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't have to deal with this shit. And walked out, got her honey bun and left.
Damn, she had a honey
Got
bun?
her honey bun?
Yeah.
Honey
you
bun.
remember that she brought her honey. That's how you know it's real.
Dude, I'll
It's
never
like,
forget that.
I remember that honey bun.
Yeah, she picked it up off of Florida Domino's.
Dude, that was like a traumatic day for me. That was a traumatic day because I was like, I just got fired for meth.
Oh, this all happened in one day?
Yeah, it's all happened at once. Like I went out to my car and I'm like panicking. Like I'm calling. Like this is not true. I'm not going down like this.
Well, dude, I saw. It's not an exciting story, but I saw the politics. I used to work at a refinery in Pascagoula, a pretty big one that's not BP, and I did security out there. And every time they drug test somebody, and it would be random. If they were a subcontractor, if they didn't work for the actual company, they'd be fired on the fucking spot, no question. If they failed their drug test, out. If it was a employee of the main fucking refinery, they would just get thrown in the trash. They move on. They don't want the fucking black eye of it. But if they're a subcontractor, they're like, nope, you'll lose the whole contract. They'd be fired on the fucking the spot.
Black guy?
What?
Black guy?
Who? Black eye. EYE.
My bad.
Yeah.
Jesus, that was close.
That was close, dude. You gotta enunciate better.
So like, is there not like a level of it where you feel like? Because I think of these stories and I think back to like stories about like before unions were developed, where people would just come in for the work line and hope to get picked for the work that day.
Yeah.
Do you not feel like that didn't go away? Now they just figure out how to get rid of people by.
Well, yeah, it's all just fucking political.
It's just them trying to fucking figure out different ways of getting rid of people, and only the ones that fight back are the ones that keep it.
Yeah, I saw some bad
or
shit
go to
out
jail.
there. I worked out that refinery for several years.
Yeah, me too.
I saw some rough stuff. Saw a grown man cry. I was out there during that fire, and I saw a bunch of people running, and I ran with them, but it was the fire department.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Who are you? What are you doing, dude? We're running towards the fire." I was like, "Oh, I just turn around."
Well, you're a hero.
I'm just going to get my shield.
Yeah,
Phil, you're a hero.
It's the only. Yeah.
What are you talking
It's
about?
also.
I thought.
That's also the only. I don't even know if that should be. I mean, it's understood, but it's the only refinery out of that entire company in the country that is unarmed. The security.
Really?
Yeah, you can't have firearms on the property. Period.
Yeah. Can we talk about that security?
They
of that
also
place?
have a nuclear reactor.
Yeah. But it's still like no one can have a firearm on there. So you'd have all these people doing shutdowns from like Texas, Louisiana, and just driving with their fucking rifle in the passenger
Well, we talked
seat,
about
not
terrorists earlier, so now they're listening, and now they're seeing a weak
like,
spot.
Ooh, it's a weak spot.
But and I also mentioned the fact they had a nuclear reactor that could be very easily.
But that's all I can think about is like, if
down.
somebody comes in here doing something, what the fuck do they expect me to do as security?
You tell them to leave, and if they don't,
how good's
you
your
call
armbar?
your boss.
Yeah, sure. The
Yeah.
boss can't even have a gun.
Well, then he calls his boss.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, they fired people because they'd inspect cars in the parking lot.
100%. If you had a gun, you fucking.
If you had a holster, or shell casings,
Nothing.
you're
Yeah,
gone.
shell
I got a
you got a
buddy,
dry beer bottle in the fucking bed of your truck, you're fired. You're
I
out.
got a buddy who does security out at another place that we all know.
They are armed.
There was a guy who had been working for the fucking company for like 30-something years, and he was doing a security check in the parking lot. This truck was the only truck in the parking lot. Shone his flashlight, saw a liquor bottle in the back, called it in, and they ended up finding out whose truck it was. They ended up searching his fucking office. He had a liquor bottle in his office.
Yeah.
He also had a pistol,
Mm.
and he was fired on spot.
That
no
sucks.
pension, nothing.
All gone.
All because of like those couple things,
Yeah.
and fucking completely ruined. Like,
Yeah,
financially fucking ruined.
Yeah,
That
the
dude had
workers-
been
Yeah,
working there.
where the fuck is America these days where I can't shoot guns in my office and
Thank
drink
you,
liquor?
For real.
dude.
Well, the workers there would have loved me because I was a terrible employee. I didn't give a fuck what you brought in that refinery.
That's not a good
I was
chant.
not keeping you
What-
safe.
USA, that's the one.
That's the one, USA, yeah. America's
bitch,
too many syllables.
USA, fuck you, USA, bitch, USA, monster.
Are we supposed to join?
Yeah, that's how I was trying to go.
Yeah, remember the days of like Mad Men, that show Mad Men, where like they would smoke
Nobody's
cigarettes
seen
in the
that.
office.
Yeah, John Hamm. He's got a
Nobody's
hog
seen
on.
that.
Yeah,
What, nobody's
dude.
seen that.
I
Nobody's
just
seen
watched
that.
the first ever episode because I'm a big fan of Star Trek, but TNG. But I was like, I've never really given the original series that much thought. So I finally watched the first episode, and like within like minutes, two things happen. One, the doctor comes in, and by the way, if you didn't know, Captain Kirk was not the first captain. There's a guy named Captain Pike. He was the
Oh,
first
yeah, that's a
episode.
little close right there.
What?
What?
So, in the first like 2 minutes of this episode, this guy the doctor comes in and pours him a martini, and then like a minute later, he comes out and goes, I'm just not used to women being on board the ship. And this is like the 2300s.
Hey, shout out to Women's Month or whatever, dude.
Is that now?
Yeah, I think
March
so.
is Women's Month?
I guess.
They got October.
They got March of Dimes and what happened on March of Dimes? I haven't heard shit about
What
that
is
for
that?
years. Anyways, I was talking about earlier. I was talking about the military does not test for steroids until they started. I think they
Yeah,
started
I think it
doing
depends. Yeah.
That. Yeah,
Well, I started testing for spice because of our unit.
Yeah.
Because we were doing it bad.
Really?
that's not
Yeah.
spice is not good.
That's not good at all.
But I went. One of my buddies that got deployed. I went with him
Mom got
on
deployed?
his GNC run before he got deployed, and it was like $400 or $500.
I hate that I know what you're talking about, like a GNC run before you go on deployment. I hate that. I came back from deployment all jacked, and it was all just water weight.
Yeah. It was like $400, $500 worth of fucking supplements and shit. But
Yeah.
I mean, they were just like doing steroids in fucking Afghanistan because they didn't have anything better to do.
I never
They just
got
sit
that
around.
far, but yeah, I definitely did the whey protein after the workout, the pre-work, like the no explode before,
Yeah.
the fucking BCAAs, the vitamins, the there was a few
So
other
happy
like the
right now.
little fish oil pills. I did there was like thousands of dollars that I spent on
Yeah.
GNC products.
We are actively achieving my dream of this becoming a fitness podcast. I'm so happy.
Phil,
Ask me. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
we do Rushmore stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Sure.
What is your Mount Rushmore of workout supplements?
Okay. Number one, gold standard whey protein. It is the cornerstone of any
100%.
supplement system.
What brand
Right?
do you suggest?
Gold standard.
Snickers.
Fucking idiot.
Optimum Nutrition.
He just said
Optimum
that.
Nutrition. ON. Or BSN. BSN's one of the best companies. I
Always
think.
have been. Synth 6.
BSN. Yeah, Synth 6 is the best. So, always get whey, don't get ISO. Because if you get ISO, you get rosy cheeks like Tater. You end up looking like Tater. You can't do that, right? We want to look like guys like me, right? Like
Right,
like
of course.
alpha dudes, right?
Shields.
We want shields with our faces and
Yes,
lions
fire
on the
and shit.
shields.
Yeah.
I
Our
breathe
cheekbones made of M16s.
100%, dude. If I
Yes.
breathe hard enough, the fire comes out. No shit. I'm
AR
not lying.
500 on your fucking cheeks.
Number 2. You ready for number 2?
Yes.
And this is a close second to whey. Creatine. Right? The crystallized creatine monohydrate.
Water weight.
What does creatine do? Can anybody answer that question?
Water weight.
Krangus, what does it do?
Man, I feel like I used to know the answer to this actually.
Help you retain water,
creatine is
lubricate your joints.
Yeah, it definitely retains water, which is why I was saying it was water weight.
I'm gonna tell you what it does in my weight room.
Sure.
Right?
Makes
my
you
weight
stronger.
room.
Woo, your backyard.
Yeah, you're back.
5% bench press increase.
Dude, we don't play over here, dude. Let me tell you. So if I wet up my muscles with some creatine, right?
Yeah.
What creatine does is normally on the 10th rep, right?
Uh-huh.
That's your last rep. You're not doing one more. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Right? You
Do
can't
not
do,
do
11.
supersets?
You can't do 11. You can't do 11, right?
Right.
But if I
You can't do 11.
I can't lose my point or I'll forget. But if I pregame with a shit ton of creatine, I'm pumping out 12, 13. And the whole point of lifting weights is tearing those muscle fibers, sir. You want to tear those muscle fibers so those muscle fibers will grow back bigger, better, and stronger. Like, dude, you think I got these traps by sitting waiting for the bus? Look at these traps, dude.
Fucking shrugging the goddamn bus.
What bus runs through Latimer?
Anyway,
The biggest one.
So-
the heaviest one. What the fuck are you talking about?
you're not gonna get that. You can take your pre-workout and get all shaky.
Hey,
and
do
get
you,
the
actually, do you
tingles.
have a tub of your protein?
Bro, can we all do pre-workout supplements right fucking now? I'm fucking hyped.
Do you have like
great
a tub
idea.
of it? Like somewhere?
I
do you have
mainline
it
some
in this,
creatine?
in this room?
No, I don't. Not in this room. This room.
I just
is,
mainly because I want you to read all the adjectives that are on the description. Lightning abs.
Yeah.
Can I mainline some BCAAs?
I've seen many people snort pre-workout.
Let's fucking go, dude. I'm in that.
One of my
fucking zone
favorite
right now.
in Afghanistan. One of my favorite porta john or porta shitter like graffitis was no explode shits are the best.
Oh yeah, no explode to make you shit before you're finished with the glass.
How
Really?
I don't want to derail Phil because
No,
we're
go
on
ahead.
his number 2,
We're good.
but porta potty graffiti is
I
the
have a joke
best
about it.
form of media.
I have
of
a
all
joke
time.
about it.
Also, you're doing your Rushmore backwards. You started at number 1. What kind of
It's
fucking
fine,
form
dude.
is that?
It's fine.
I didn't know the rules.
Phil, are you gonna stay on track? If
Yeah.
if
Go
he tells
ahead.
us
Go
a
ahead.
joke?
I'm
Can I
gonna
please hear that
write
joke?
some shit
So
down.
okay, so you just called it out perfectly, like because for me, bathroom graffiti, Like when let me give you this part of it, because I got out of Afghanistan and I went to college. I went to Arizona State, and I would go to the bathrooms on campus, and I'd be taking a shit, and I'd be like, I had like my one little place, like a little poop spot on campus, and I would see like people would write like Pink Floyd lyrics and like poems and stuff, and like draw beautiful art, and I'd be like, fuck yeah. Because 2 years ago, before that, when I'd be in Afghanistan in the Port of Shire, there would just be dicks everywhere, like dicks for days. It's like one time I saw like a straight mural. It was like a Marine had drawn like a dick jet shooting dick missiles at little dick people with like turbans on their heads to make it culturally relevant.
Did you take a picture of that? Can I get it framed on my wall right now?
Of course I can't. Didn't take a picture of it. Like, this is before, but. I think here's the other part of it though. Like every time, and this is a real thing though. This is a joke, but it's a real thing. There would always be dicks drawn, right?
Yes.
But there would always be at least one Marine that would be like, he would write something like, "Fuck you, faggots! I'm gonna draw a pussy. The things that I like."
Yeah.
He would say that, right?
Drop the first episode.
But every time, here's the problem. Every time I saw a dick get drawn, it was like so anatomically correct.
Yeah.
Like the veins would be scientifically labeled and everything.
Helmet perfect.
But every time that a pussy would get drawn, it would always come out looking like an onion, just like way too many layers, like way too many labias. Like every fucking time and it'd be like, you'd be looking at it like, dude, what kind of girls are you guys fucking back home that have like 9 labias? Like, holy shit.
It's so, it is quickly becoming my favorite thing on the fucking planet, porta potty graffiti, because that is wildly different from what I see. I'm
going to go take my first piss, but I did want to point out that my money was on Pepper saying faggot first on this podcast, and I lost.
You lost? Yeah.
Hey, I was doing it in reference to Marines, so.
Thank you, Phil.
If you want to cancel me, cancel me. I don't fucking care.
So I work at a lot of... Thomas. God damn it. I work at a lot of construction sites and stuff. Mexican graffiti is...
Oh, boy.
Wildly different.
Ja.
Ja, 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 ja. It gets very political very quick. So it's a lot of Trump 2024, and then under that it'll be like Biden is a faggot, and then under that it'll be like show me that taco, and then it'll
Who's the taco?
Well, that's vagina.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of that tech. But dude, so when you get a new porta potty that's clean, and you're working at a job site for a while, you get to see the evolution. So
It'd be funny if I just left.
That would be funny.
This is you, me.
You get to see like how it comes in clean, and then the first couple of comments come in. And you're like, okay, Trump 2024, that's fine. Show me that taco. Then you come in the next time, it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess Biden is a faggot. And then showing that taco under that, it's like, rub that pussy.
It's been 3 times since you've been outside.
I was going to say, I missed it by 2 minutes.
It's like I broke the seal as a reference to something somebody else was saying.
As a guy that podcasts with him weekly, you did, and now it's all downhill.
So, and then under that, it'll be like, rub that pussy for me, baby.
Jesus Christ.
And under that. And then you come in a week later, and you're like, oh my God, I've missed out a lot. And there's just replies.
It's like you're telling Novella.
So Mexican job site porta potties are like Facebook walls, basically. Like it's like somebody makes a status, which is like Trump 2024, and then people reply under it.
That's essentially a deployment wall.
Yeah,
I think the most heinous one that I ever saw. Fuck, this is gonna be the one.
Oh,
it was female Marines give a head for MRE brownies.
There we go.
That was by far the most heinous.
They are delicious.
We
lived through Katrina.
Did you say FEMA Marines?
Female
Marines.
Oh.
FEMA. See, Katrina, we're on the same page.
But I like how different people write like different shit, but it's the same. It's all the same concept. I think
it's them putting out the worst shit that they think in their fucking brain. Because they're shitting. Like, they're literally shitting. Like, well, I'm shitting my butt out, so let me shit my brain out onto this fucking wall.
If we're gonna be honest, if you're shitting and you have a Sharpie in your pocket, you're gonna write something.
Yeah, where do they come from?
You're just gonna write whatever's in your heart at that moment. So I think if I was gonna write a joke, and I thought about that, I would say something about
how many N words do you think you would do on your first set? Back, yeah.
What on a porta potty wall? On a porta potty wall?
No, on a stand-up set.
Oh, 0. I mean, I'm not.
Brilliant business idea though is a Sharpie dispensary right outside of porta potties.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
like a
See, I'm the
Sharpie,
business guy on
like
this
That's why
podcast.
you're the business.
like a food truck. But
You
like
just
for
thought
Sharpies.
about that,
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah, I just put it together just now.
Do one of those vending. You
I've
ever
never
seen the
thought-
vending machines that vend like earplugs?
What's
and
that?
Right,
fucking-
this is the part where I go piss. So like, please comment.
Oh my
answer
God.
to your comments.
Everybody ripped
if you
this
guys-
dude
next
apart.
Time, I'll actually just bring you guys out here with me, and you can see. My
Yeah, there you go. We actually we did start taking side bets on the over under 8. It's a push right now. Yeah, it's a push right now.
Can we get him a bottle so we can see it?
Yeah, I wonder what color that is. It's got to be the clearest piss of all time.
It's gotta be, dude.
Yeah.
He's not feeling shit for drug.
He's a clean guy.
He's a
Is he?
clean guy.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like he takes like vitamins in the morning.
Vitamins for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Do you take any vitamins, Phil?
Uh, I
Phil,
oh,
hold
can
on.
we finish our Rushmore thing?
Yeah,
Like-
please.
Please do. You're on your number 3, I believe.
This gives
Is
me
it-
PTSD. Supplement talk.
So can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Seriously, I'm not joking. Look at me. I'm not fucking playing
I
games.
believe you.
I've studied nutrition and the shit for years. I wanted to be on American Gladiators.
Tell
when
him the
I was a
weirdest fact
teenager.
about me, Pepper.
Thomas has a degree.
I have a bachelor's degree in nutritional science
Okay.
from USA.
I take everything I just said back because I had a pipe dream, right?
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
followed through.
Well, I followed through and then quit it after like 4
Look
years.
how fat he is.
Yeah, I'm fat as shit now. That used to be all I fucking did. It's
Fucking
true.
mean.
It's
That's a
absolutely
mean
true.
as shit.
Because it was all I
Thomas
did.
knows he's fat.
Yeah.
I don't
You
have to
said,
tell
look,
him fucking
look
fat.
how fat he
Dude,
is.
from 10th
That's
grade-
so
He used to be
fucking mean.
170.
Yeah, I
dude.
used to be a little shredded kid. Fucking from 10th grade till 2015 or 16, it's all I did was work out 9 hours a fucking day and got a bachelor's in nutrition.
Really?
Yeah, that's all I
'Cause
did.
I started school. I went to school for kinesiology.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
gonna do
everybody
that
knows
whole
what that is.
Yes,
That's
it's like the science of the fucking body, basically.
Yeah.
kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
Yes.
That sounds like a superhero, dude.
like we do kinesthetics. But yeah, that's all I did. Only job I had was like 8 different fucking gyms until I was in my mid 20s.
Well, look, I'm skating over this shit, and maybe I make a couple things up, but I don't need a bachelor's degree. Nutrition
I think you're
guy
doing a
fact
great
checking
fucking
me.
job.
Dude,
Yeah.
Hey, he forgot all of it.
I forgot all of it, dude. It was years ago.
It's
Look at
like
your
getting in
delts.
your dog is like getting in my pockets. He's like trying to get.
He
his
likes
nose
to
in my
chew on
pockets.
pockets.
Your medial delts give you authority.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, there you go. Tell me what you know about, like, because look, I'm on the third thing. Are we doing the Rushmore thing?
I'm fucking in it. I'm with
Okay,
you.
look, the third supplement was branched chain amino acids.
Okay.
What do you know about that?
Uh,
Give me your bachelor degree opinion on that.
you spell it BCAA.
Yeah. Like when the bottle says 4-to-1, what does that mean?
From what
Like the
I-
ratio of protein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just the ratio of protein
Okay.
that's in it. I would drink them during the workout back then.
Yeah.
I haven't taken a gram of BCAAs since I was fucking 24.
The basic idea that I know about BCAAs is that they like organize the proteins that you're already taking.
Yeah, it helps your body communicate where those proteins are going,
Yeah.
basically.
Because I never understood or read into BCAAs, but I always took them.
So they help like the protein that you're taking in travel to the fucking muscles.
You guys ever
basically.
do DMT?
That dog is so fucking
Ayahuasca?
smart, dude.
Is ayahuasca on your list?
Hey, if you guys, never mind, we'll talk about that after the show. Number 4, my favorite that I've noticed a big difference in is fish oil.
Oh yeah, fish oil is like the cure all
for
for
your
fucking
joints.
everything. Your joints, your brain, your fucking memory.
I'm a big fan of fats.
Yes.
I eat a
I
lot.
also
That's
just
why,
eat a lot of fish.
that's why I'm
though,
a big
so I
fan.
don't
That's
really
why I
eat
keep
fish.
Same shit,
bringing up
that's where you get it from.
the smoked
Yeah.
oysters with pepper. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
oysters are some of the best fats.
Gotta be.
Avocado, like
Yeah,
I'm a
peanut
big
butter.
fan of fats. I think fats are overlooked because they're called
Right.
fats.
Yes, but there's healthy fats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fish oil is like the best thing you can fucking put in your body. What?
Okay.
Can we talk about funny things and not?
Sorry,
lifting-
yeah. Sorry.
Hey, no. Get the fuck. If you want to talk about funny shit, get the fucking doors right there, dude. Get the fuck out of
We're
here.
not here to laugh.
What the fuck are you talking about? I have a prosthetic joint. So do you think fish oils would like help
Yeah,
that a lot?
it'll lube it up.
Yeah, ask him
But
if
I'm
he's
taking a
educated.
Fuck,
bunch.
creatine might help.
I've taken a bunch and it hasn't done anything. Hey, it's fun. Hey, yeah, let's talk about funny stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what are your favorite kind of titties?
The ones with fucking band-aids on them.
Good job.
Can we see him one more
Thanks.
time, man? Can we see
Yeah,
the
for
titty?
real.
You just take my shirt off for the rest of the
Yeah,
episode?
yeah, yeah.
Really?
Fucking-
What are you, Bert
go ahead.
Kreischer?
Come on, Bert. I mean, like, Bert started it.
That's
Bert Kreischer.
I don't think he's mocking us. I think that's his Bert Kreischer
Fucking
impression.
loser.
I just think I love you now because I like talk shit about Bert Kreischer on the regular. I can't stand him.
Annoying as shit.
I can't stand that people love him so much, and I'm like, I've been working my ass off, and I think I can pick out 4 comics in my own scene that are funnier than that guy.
Really?
I like the lighting in here. It makes my tit. I have a tit shadow. I like that.
Because let's be honest, Bert Kreischer is a guy that
He has that one story.
coming onto the scene. He's like, okay, he was at Florida State for 15
He's
years.
Van Wilder.
The whole thing is that Van Wilder is based off of him.
Yeah, Rolling Stones wrote the article.
It's legitimately based off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone wrote an article about him being in college for 30 fucking years,
Yeah.
and then they bought the rights to that story to make Van Wilder.
Yeah. But
Wow.
what's he doing?
Also, Ryan
taking his shirt
Reynolds
off.
gets cast to play Bert Kreischer.
And what are we
Let's talk about that for a
and what
goddamn
are
minute.
we doing?
Yeah, no, right?
Then again, there is that aspect of it. As much as I fucking hate him, I'm like,
Shouts out.
I'm not.
dude.
Hey,
getting anything.
shouts out Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, I mean, shouts out.
Can I ask this question though? In the underground comedy scene, is he respected?
I think it
Or is
depends
he
on who you
hated?
ask.
He's respected in terms of, is that guy coming to your town? Can I get a fucking guest spot?
Right.
Yeah.
Then sure.
But in
I
your-
don't think a lot of actual comics go, oh yeah, like that's who I look up to.
Yeah.
Like I really don't think that's the case.
Yeah, that's true because he does. He got big off of that. To me, off of that one
the
story,
Russian mafia
the
story,
machine story.
The machine.
Now he's got some very funny shit.
In his defense, that happened. That part of his life was like 25 years ago. He's definitely fucking cultivated that into a pretty lucrative. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, I'm happy for him.
He's
Like,
navigated it well.
He could be a loser alcoholic somewhere, you
Yeah.
know, not doing nothing. Like I want
Now,
everybody
shout
to
out to the fact that he definitely made something out of a career. But I just, as far as being if we're talking about Mitchell wanted me to shit on this guy for not being a stand-up,
Yeah,
whatever.
the Bert Kreischer podcast.
And you are having your shirt off now with nipples.
The machine.
Well,
yeah,
now
this
being
is
attacked.
machine.
I like that.
But I mean, like, yeah, dude, like nobody. I don't consider him a genuine stand-up comic. I don't think he went through the same like shit that we had to go through that I'm still going through. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
But then again, is it
defend.
to be a comic? Do you have to suffer for fucking ever just to be a comic? I mean,
I don't think so.
no.
you don't. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think he's a
I've had to.
I think he's a
but-
comic. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that
Let's
joke
do
on
your-
a special.
Your Rushmore of least favorite comics.
Let's do that. Steve-O?
Like, are we talking about big guys?
No, I don't care.
Steve-O?
I'd rather talk about local guys. Fuck 'em.
Steve-O doesn't even.
Do comedy at all?
He does do comedy because he's a headliner, but he even recognizes like I'm not a stand-up.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
I
not
have,
really
like,
doing.
He does a
fucking-
one-man
comedy.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has fucking videos.
Okay,
and shit.
let's get a worse.
like guys like him and like Mick Foley, because Mick Foley does comedy now.
Right.
Yeah.
Mankind,
That's
Cactus
not. That's
Jack,
not.
Jude Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the
Nicest
same.
guy I've ever met. By
Yeah, he
the
does the
way.
same thing, kind of like one man show
I have no
comedy.
Like, it's
idea.
because people fucking like your clubs are going to be like, fuck yeah, because
Mick
like
Foley.
you have a huge following. Like, why the fuck
Yeah.
would I not book you?
Entered the same Royal Rumble 3 times, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm a
Got
fan.
thrown off.
As far
the
as like,
goddamn
are
cage.
you
did.
asking me about as far as big guys though, like who I don't like?
No,
Okay.
no.
I'd rather be local.
I have a.
Let's call him.
Have you ever had any interactions with Doug Benson?
Oh yeah, have you?
No, I haven't.
He
Okay.
sucks.
Well,
I have
lucky you.
yeah,
No.
that guy's
no,
an asshole.
no interactions.
Really?
Yeah,
How so? Let's spill that bean.
Nah, I mean,
I
feel like everybody knows what.
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah,
'cause
he-
I am a comedian and I don't know what you're talking
no,
about.
he's-
Doug
he
Benson
seems
has
like
a
a nice
pretty
guy.
terrible reputation.
He's a
For what?
pothead comic, right?
yes,
Yeah,
he
that
did
is
the.
his
Getting
only
Doug
thing.
with high.
Yeah, he
That's
did
his
getting.
only
He had the
thing.
documentary.
He's
the-
fun.
What was it called?
Super high.
Super high.
He's a certain type of humor.
Yeah,
What did he do wrong? I do know that the reason I was like hesitant about do I know him is because I don't know him and I never met him, but I know that one of my exes talked about how he like came here to do I think maybe a show at one of the casinos.
Uh-huh.
And there was she alluded to the fact that it was like he definitely was like weird about like hey like come to my room kind of thing, but
Yeah.
but she
I've
didn't
heard
do
stories
it,
about
so-
him like refusing to share green rooms with other comics. Shit, we talked to him briefly. Or I
That's
guess
not
I did.
that uncommon, honestly.
No, I
Yeah,
that's a very
but
loose way to say that. As
Okay,
in, like,
so
get the fuck out of
the
my
situation
face.
was there was a guy who was an opener. He was like like the fucking
The
opener.
feature.
Yeah, the feature. So he was in there alone. Wasn't an asshole. Didn't bring like all his fucking friends in there. It was just in there. and Doug Benson was in there, and he like apparently like commented on a conversation they were having, and Doug Benson was like, "Who the fuck are you, and why the fuck are you in this room?"
Oh, speaking of a guy that hates Bert Kreischer, huh? They had their little falling out on the fucking podcast.
I don't even.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about fun stuff. I feel like we're dissecting comedy again. We've done that 3 times.
No, that was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Most hated comics though.
Mencia probably.
Oh yeah, well that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he
Who
stole
cares?
jokes.
Hey,
He
this
can't
is
steal
a world that we are not in.
He's
Yeah,
a cover
for sure.
artist.
Let's talk about podcasts. Let's talk shit about podcasts. What's the worst podcast on the coast?
Oh, dude.
Oh, great
Dude.
topic, dude.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I love talking shit.
Yeah.
No, I feel bad if I say that.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you? Can you
This-
can you
would you?
write it down on a piece of paper?
No,
just
I'm
for
not
me?
going to do it.
How many are there?
Hey,
4?
There's 2.
Phil, we're friends. I'm not going to show it on camera. You just
But-
write
but
it down on a
maybe-
piece of paper.
Maybe it's because
You
I'm
just-
just not into what they're talking about.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
That's
and
what I
that's
think.
fine. And that's
Sure,
fine.
dude.
And that's fine. And
That's
that's
okay.
fine.
It's not for
Just
everybody.
Write it down on a piece of paper. Show it
All
to
of
me.
you are podcasters, and I'm not. So
You are doing one right now.
I'm doing one, but I'm not. I don't.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm
Just
not
write it
doing
down on a
it.
piece of paper.
Dude, I'll show you my inbox later, dude.
Just-
It's crazy,
No,
man.
no, don't do that. Just
I'll
write
show
it
you
on a
my
piece of paper.
inbox.
I want to know. Just write it on a piece of paper. I swear to God, I will not show it up to the camera like it did to Mitchell.
I can't
And-
do
and
it.
to- and
My
I
name's
killed
too
Mitchell.
big right now.
You are
I can't
huge.
do
Just
it.
write it down. I won't do it.
Physically,
I'm too big.
Oh my God.
metaphorically.
By the way, I don't know if you guys know, I shouted out Rushmore and Landmass in the same sentence on Sprout TV. I don't
you?
know if you guys knew that.
I didn't see
I don't
that.
know.
Greatest
yeah.
TV network
Yeah,
on
you
the
guys
fucking
aren't
face of
watching
the
what the
planet.
hell I'm doing. I shout out Landmass and I shout out Rushmore Podcast as the 2 top buckets of goodness
Oh,
on the coast. Yeah.
I like that. That's going in the Twitter
Buckets
bio.
of goodness.
Dude. Because he was talking about, I want to get some comedians on the show. I was like, yeah, I know just the guy. I know this guy, right?
Yep.
He goes to pee like 14 times a minute.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a short segment with this guy. He's gonna have to pee a few times.
Do not give him lemonade. He will
I
leave.
feel like he has broken the record for KrohnKast.
I think he
No,
has.
it has to be.
That's impressive, dude.
But no,
I broke a limit in my own family. I get it.
I'll send you a clip.
Of him
I
peeing.
I know Pepper saw it. Didn't you?
I saw it. I sent Thomas. He asked for a timestamp, but I refused. I said,
Oh,
"Watch
yeah,
the
that's
whole
what it
thing."
was.
Did you see that shirt I was wearing?
Well, was he on the whole thing?
I was on half of it.
I was about to say I'd watch that. I thought you just wanted me to watch the TV show, like the whole TV show.
would never
That's
ask
why I
you
asked
to
for the
watch the
timestamp.
TV
I was
Yeah,
very confused. It's like I'm not gonna do that.
No, I'll send you timestamp.
Yeah.
No. We talked
I'll
about
watch your
stocks.
segment.
We talked about Landmass Comedy,
Mm.
and we talked about Rushmore Podcast,
Mm.
and we talked about Juke Joint, and I talked about I was
Jude,
like, and he
Juke
was,
Joint.
He was like,
Juke
"Oh, I
Joint.
wish there was a place where we, it was like some open mic comedy." I was like, "Tuesday nights at the Juke Joint, do Landmass Comedy. Hit up
You ain't
Krangus."
looking, bitch.
Blah 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 blah.
You
blah, blah.
stupid. Hey,
Oh, I
you
get, dude.
Stupid bitch.
I get a lot
You
of people in my inbox, like, well, through the Landmass inbox a lot. They're like, "Hey, man, like, I want to get up. You know, like, how do I?" Well, what it is,
Blue
a
Chew.
lot of people think that they have, like, the first show they ever do has to be, like, this booked thing.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, dude, just come to the fucking open mic. Like, figure it out first. But, like, I get a lot of people that are like, "Hey, man, like, I'm real funny. All my friends tell me I'm funny. And I did this radio thing one time. You know, you should book me for a
Yeah.
thing." And I'm like, you haven't done stage comedy yet.
No.
And so I told Pepper, like, please, like, come to the open mics to figure out if you're actually funny or not.
Sucks that. It's
That's
like,
for Mitchell. I'm sorry.
It's the same night that we record Rushmore.
No, it's not. We record on Wednesdays. You fucking idiot.
Hey,
We
is it
also
on
have
time?
Mondays at the district in Gulfport. So.
All right. Well, I don't have any.
Yep,
excuse.
go on stage.
All right,
Oh, sorry.
well,
was I supposed to
call,
cover for you?
Call
there?
me out. Call me out. as
My
fucking
bad.
asshole.
Can,
All right.
can we can
No,
we
that's true.
can we
I need to get out there.
I know you guys work like regular jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Can we
Well,
make
one
a
of us.
can we make a promise right here on air that me and you are gonna go next Tuesday night to the open mic and try to do a set?
So we did in December. We did like our Rushmore of like resolutions or whatever, and one of his was
That
to
is
do
true.
an open mic.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm going to
There
hype
we
you,
go.
dude. I'm going to hype you. Come to the
Dude,
Juke Joint. I will
dude,
hype you
please
up.
don't.
Because look,
Please don't.
if I can put pressure on myself, I'll get my little 1.5 minutes of material down.
Okay. Listen. Okay. So we're talking about next Tuesday.
What's the next Tuesday?
That's the 23rd.
Yeah. Who does anything on Tuesday?
yeah. 23rd's wide open
Yeah, it's open.
for everybody.
You told me that.
Yeah.
You are kind of my.
Yeah, March
schedule
23rd. Yeah, we don't have
You're,
anything.
you're,
You don't have
you're
anything.
my manager.
Yeah.
Okay, Phil. Oh,
You're gonna have to start getting paid so I can get the 10%.
Phil, will you hold my hand right now and make a promise to me?
What's the promise?
that y'all go Tuesday the 23rd. You're
Yeah.
a promise.
Hold my hand and find out.
Yeah, let's do a set. Let's do a set. You do
Oh
a set and I'll do
shit!
this.
Comedy
set.
team.
Open mic.
We'll
You wanna do it?
Mike said.
I swear to God, dude, I'm not
Where's it
playing.
gonna be at?
Juke
The
joint.
Juke joint.
Y'all could be
Oh.
the new Sklar
I'll
brothers.
even
Do a
have to-
comedy team.
I don't even have to
Be twins.
Not
drive
March
drunk.
16th.
No,
Right,
March
that's the-
23rd. He said 23rd.
Why'd you pick that one? Not this coming one?
Well, that's in 2 days. He's got
That's
to
in 2
prepare.
days. We need more time.
Yeah, we need more time.
And St. Patrick's Day is Wednesday, and that's the day of his people. He needs to rest.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be drunk for 8 days after that.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out because I've been holding this dude's hand.
March 23rd.
Tuesday, March 23rd.
You have a very
Alright.
comfortable hand.
Dude, can I tell you something?
Very strong.
I
hand.
feel like
Can I get full grip on that?
I feel like I'm holding hands with like an alligator. His hands are
Oh, yeah?
so rough.
Oh yeah, dude. Well,
Yeah,
he's a
holy
manual
shit.
labor type of guy. You know.
Oregon man.
Are you a
I
manual
don't
labor
even see
guy?
these biceps, dude.
That's impressive.
It's pretty good.
It's
I
all
got
right.
some traps, dude. I got some traps without even trying, dude.
Dude,
Know what I'm
you
saying?
know why I have big traps? Do you know the exercise for traps?
Shrugs.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
You know
Shrug that
why I have
bus.
traps? Because I'm a man and I do
What?
manual labor.
Oh, okay.
Do you do it with your shirt off?
Don't worry.
Or is
Give
that
it up
not
for
allowed?
A man, everybody.
Yeah.
Obviously,
man.
obviously, never do anything with my shirt off because I'm white.
Put that H in there.
I'm
Emphasis on
a
the H.
sheet of paper.
Look, I know you guys got kids and shit at home. I know you guys.
Are you trying to
got-
end this?
Yeah.
You some kind of pussy that doesn't want to fucking talk until.
No, I have nothing to do. Look, when I end this podcast, let me tell you what's going to happen.
All right.
Please.
I'll tell you my nightly routine.
Please.
I'm going to go inside to my empty fucking house with my dog, and I'm going to carry on a conversation with my dog.
Yeah. Do your
And
bits.
sometimes I have an Amazon, one of those Amazon speaker things that you
Yeah.
talk to,
Alexa.
whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You just set off 13,000 people's Alexa.
Oh my bad.
And I listen to Rushmore podcasts. I like to listen to Louder with Crowder.
Well, obviously not because you
You
told
kind of
me
look like Steven Crowder.
you told
More handsome.
me
I appreciate that.
that you only listened to one episode in the past.
No, I
lot of
listened to the
months.
stock one because you alerted
Yeah,
me to it.
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
That
I
was 2
listened to-
episodes ago,
I
dude.
Yeah,
listened
so,
to it.
come
Yeah,
on.
it wasn't
That's
that
recent.
bad.
You don't listen, to that, I guess.
But no, when I
Pepper. Accept the compliment.
Thank you.
and
I feel like your nipple's exposed, or is
Where
that another nipple?
We're in the company of Steven Crowder.
it's a bump. It's a
Ew.
mole.
Which one are you talking about?
Which nip?
I can't,
Ew,
I
yeah,
can't
this-
see it.
I saw you take it off, and then I saw you fling it. Whenever I
It,
just saw.
it was a piece of the tape.
Is it debris?
Debris? Yeah.
Titty debris.
It was nipple debris. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
But
If you want to get a closer look, dude, I'm an open book. You can come over here and stare.
But,
I'm gonna send this to my girlfriend as a nude.
Okay.
It's like a yeah.
yeah, I like to take a can of beans.
Oh,
That's
let me
great.
get over here.
Yeah, do it right there.
Holy shit.
So how do you close this thing out? You normally do it with a prayer?
Does somebody want to lead a prayer to close it out? I mean, look, like,
I don't want to close it out. We're having a lot of fun.
yeah, okay, we
That's
don't
what
we don't
I'm
have to
saying.
because we gotta do shout outs and all that shit and
Sure.
plugs and all that
Of
stuff.
course.
That's fun.
You gotta plug your stuff, but
Yeah.
but no, let's do 5 more minutes.
Okay.
How do we want to do it? How do you want to organize that then?
Organize what?
5 more minutes.
The prayer?
Gillespie,
The prayer.
you got some. The prayer's coming.
Okay.
You can't stop it. It's a runaway
Yeah.
train. We're gonna do a prayer, and it's fun. You wanna throw out some plugs? Sorry, I'm.
Are we doing
hosting
plugs
for you.
now or are we doing
I'm
5 more
ahead.
minutes
I'm
then
a piece of
plugs?
shit.
Go
I'm
ahead.
hosting your fucking podcast. And
Go
I'm a
ahead.
piece of shit.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just landmassentertainment.com or Landmass Comedy on Facebook. That's a list of all our shows on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, all stand up, either mics. We also have some book gigs coming up. There's one in the Gulfport at the Our Creative Space where it's $20, but that $20 gets you not only a show, but that we're going to give you unlimited wine and cheese. That's
Oh,
actually
that's pretty
so
good
for
deal.
$20 you get a comedy show and unlimited wine and cheese.
Mm.
And that's on March 26th. We also got I'm going to be emceeing the block party on April 2nd. There's also a show on April 2nd at B-Lux. There's a show on April 7th at the Cannery. We're going to have Ryan Adams all the way out from Mobile, along with Zeke Bullcults, also from Mobile, doing that show. If you don't know where the Cannery is, just go to Woolmarket and look up nearest bar, and it'll come out. It's the only bar in Woolmarket, so check us out, landmassentertainment.com or Landmass Comedy on Facebook.
And landmassentertainment.com, I guarantee you there is more shit going on than you think there is. Because I've checked it out and I'm like, holy shit, there is a lot of fucking shit going on. These guys are fucking kicking out shows like fucking like multiple times a week. It's wild.
Yeah.
It is highly impressive. And let's talk about the cannery for a minute.
Please.
Some top grade women that hang out at the cannery.
Oh, we're going sexist again. That's cool. Women's month. Cool.
Like my mom.
Yeah.
She's dead. So.
Oh, rest in peace.
Hey, dead mom club. High five.
Yeah.
Hey, a couple dead moms in the room.
Great clubs on Shriners Boulevard right there.
Sure.
You can take that Wool Market exit off of I-10 and get on
just
Shriners.
go over there and get some pussy, I guess.
And just look
if
where all
you're
the
Phil.
Hyundai Sonatas are
Jesus
and
Christ.
pull right in. Pull right in, buy a girl a cranberry vodka and see where the night takes you.
Yeah, get her drunk and take advantage of her like a fucking piece of shit that Phil is. Yeah,
Cranberry
great
vodka,
idea.
Is this
this a single lady you're talking about, Pepper? At this bar?
It's all the single ladies.
Would it be fair to say they're on the Wool Market?
Oh.
I was trying to. That's an inside thing. I don't think I did it right. It's
all
his
the
thing.
single ladies.
Wool Market girls.
Dad meat?
Wool Market
I don't
girls are confident, dude. Like they wear pants out there that just
What?
like
They
look
wear
like
pants?
they look like they're painted on. You know
They
what
go
I'm
on
saying?
starships.
Yeah.
I'm saying, dude. Yeah, I mean, look, they buy bull peanuts from guys like Pepper on the side of the road.
It does look like a bowl of peanut salesman.
You want some shrimp? I got watermelon.
He
You got
sells,
watermelon flavored shrimp.
he sells inedible chicken on a stick. You can't really chew it. Sorry.
All right. Well, I apologize to everyone for Phil. Thomas, you got any plugs?
No,
All right.
unless you want me to plug our shit.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Rushmore podcast.
They'll
Look
figure
it up.
out. Hey, my friend Raylan Nelson had just started a new podcast called Music is Funny. I listened to the first episode today. It is actually funny. So go check that out. First episode is with Doug Stanhope. Second episode is with Josh Wolf. And I have heard the names that are coming up on that fucking show. It is going to be a fucking hit out of the fucking gate. Get in early and blah, blah.
And if you like that, go listen to our episodes with Doug Stanhope and Josh Wolf, where we're probably less funny than her.
True. And do I want to give anybody else? I don't know. Yeah. Go check that out, and then whatever.
You had like a beef jerky guy, huh? You want to shout him out?
No, I don't have his information.
Okay.
But hey, there's a beef jerky guy that sells beef jerky at the corner of Telephone Road and Highway 90
I thought he's in Lucedale.
in Pascagoula. It is a 601 number.
That's
Okay.
fun. I used to
like-
know a comedian that would sell beef jerky as merch after the show.
No, that's a really.
That's a hell of a hustle.
Do you have his number? Can I have
His name is
number?
Mike Moses Kennedy. You can call him out if you want.
Go get Mike Moses Kennedy's beef jerky. It's probably really fucking good.
He doesn't do it
Hey,
anymore.
tell me the last time you had bad beef jerky.
Mike Moses Kennedy's beef jerky.
Okay.
That's
All right.
pretty
Well, fuck that guy.
Fuck
then.
that guy.
That guy fucking sucks.
Damn.
Never buy shit. Most beef jerky is good, but
Yeah.
I think it's like Glenn's beef jerky or some shit. Go to that specific gas station that I just said and buy that. That's the only place I've ever fucking found it. It's incredible. I suggest the bee sting or the jalapeno. It's all fucking good. Phil,
only-
do you have any plugs?
No, the only gas station I go to over in Moss Point's the little chicken spot late at night. What's it called?
Chicken spot.
The chicken gas
The
station.
Domino's where they pull guns on people?
Yeah. They throw chicken on the floor.
I might be talking about Gaucher. Shout out to Gaucher.
Yeah, Dodges.
Dodges.
Yeah, let's go, Shay.
I like to go in there and get in
Shouts
fights
out.
and slip
Yeah.
around. on
Dodges has
not?
pizza sticks that are incredible if you're about 13 beers in.
Yeah, back when we used to play Thunders and we smelled like pee when
Rest
we
in
came
peace.
out of there. Yeah, we
Rest in peace.
would play there and we would drive home in Gaucher. And,
You
and go
know,
to-
I got a funny story about Thunder.
I used to step in dog shit every time I played there.
Not funny, but true story. I tried to book a show with Thunders, and we became pretty good friends while we were talking on the phone with me trying to book a show. And it turns out we had some mutual acquaintances. Bill Jordan, the guy who owns Realtree Outdoors, I know him, and Thunder said that he served with him in the military. And we had a great conversation, and then I was like, so what about this show that I'm trying to book? It was like a what he would call like a screamo band. And he was like, we finally got to like the brass tacks, and he was like, yeah, you know, I'm not really interested in that. I don't think it's going to bring out a lot of people, and I'm going to have to pass on it. I was like, dude, we just talked on the phone for an hour and a half.
Yeah, his go-to with me was, what does the Celtic pay you? I want to double it. And then I'd go there for one night, step in a pile of dog shit on the stage, because there was always piles of dog shit. He had 13 dogs living in the fucking building.
Yeah.
And then not go back for like 6 months and then go back.
So what we're trying to say is good riddance.
Rest in peace and good riddance.
Jesus Christ.
No, Thunder.
I have no plugs other than what I'm plugging right now. This podcast. My only hope is to overtake Rushmore podcast as the 17th most popular podcast in the state of Mississippi.
Wow.
Thought you meant as a host. I'm like, I'm looking.
Number 1.
But March 27th, KrohnKast Palooza, biggest show of the year.
At the
I'll
juke
be there.
joint, right?
The Jew joint.
Nice.
It's going to be a big fucking
Bro,
deal.
4 days off of y'all's open mic spot? Y'all are going to be fucking...
I had to cancel a show today because of that shit.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't realize I
so
double
let me tell you
booked.
what's going to happen.
I will be there. I got permission from my wife.
Are y'all going to do stand-up there?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
So-
please.
Absolutely.
Let me get involved.
So that I need to talk to Krangus about that because that was something me and Mitchell like pitched, right? But we heard
Okay, but the show was going to be like a lot of metal bands and a lot of rock bands, and then
Northern Light Suplex playing?
we didn't want to play. We didn't want to bite off more than we could chew, right?
Yeah.
Because my idea originally was to have comedians come in between the bands.
It's so fucking
But
hard.
a
though.
lot
That's
of that, right? That's why we didn't do it because it
It's
doesn't
such a
work.
nightmare.
Yeah.
It doesn't work
No.
because you have some people that came to hear music and get crazy. Some people come to get comedy and sit down and enjoy a glass of Pinot Grigio.
Bands breaking down
Right.
drum sets behind the
Right,
comedian.
you can't
We
do it.
literally did that at the Biloxi Block Party.
Yeah.
So, 2 seconds.
Yeah, Pepper, take a goddamn seat.
Sorry. So what we want to do is we want to do some kind of comedy thing, but we don't want to mix it with music.
Just
Yeah.
have comedy up
Just
front.
have
That's all
comedy
you
up
gotta
front.
do.
Yeah.
what about the back?
Well, then everybody leaves that
Oh,
came with
fuck
the
it.
bands, yeah, and they're all fucking exhausted.
All right.
Yeah, you want comedy at the end?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
1,000%
Right.
no.
Well, I
It's
was
not
wrong,
gonna
and that's
work.
fine. I'm wrong about a lot of shit because I don't know anything.
But
And
we
that's
want
not wrong, and like it's
Well,
never
no,
been
that-
done.
that
I've
is
done
wrong.
it before
Now-
many times. and
yeah,
it just
now
never
that
works.
you've explained it, no, I am definitely wrong.
No, I mean
I'm
like
fine with
the
being wrong.
up front comedy
listen,
is fine.
listen, you motherfucker, I'm wrong. You fucking idiot.
I've never been threatened by a man with band-aids on his nipples.
Dude, shouts out to your bladder because it is held up for the last 10
Oh, I have
minutes.
to pee real bad, but I
Okay.
Listen,
we're almost done.
I want to continue this thread. Listen, you stupid motherfucker, I'm wrong, and I want you to admit it.
You know, Mitchell was the one that told me to come on this podcast.
Here we
and shit
go.
on you.
Here
It was
we
like,
go with
you gotta
fucking
shit
Mitchell
on
again.
Mitch. You got to shit on Pepper, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. But now you're giving me ammo
Here
to
we
do
go.
it. Now
Yeah.
you want me to shit on you.
No, hey, I'm
now
wrong.
I'm getting the fact that
Do
maybe
something about it.
You
I'm wrong. Do something about it.
I think Mitch was right.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe
You're
we
right.
should've
Move
just
in.
been shitting on him all the time. Fuck. You just enjoy it. Like, we're gonna fuck later. I know. I get it. I've had way too
I feel
many
that tension.
conversations like this.
You driving
I can
Ford
you can cut
Taurus?
that shit with a knife.
It's a big back seat,
He
son.
pulled up in here in a Taurus
back
with a
seat.
capital T.
That's a whole lot of cylinders. That little ass
Six.
car.
It's not that many. It's 6.
That's a lot, dude. That's twice as many as 3.
It's the same as a Formula One car in 2021.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to do something.
You guys wanna
with
talk about Formula
comedy,
One?
But we just don't know how to do it and what to do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our backbone
Yep.
and put it in somebody like Krangus's hands and say go with it, because I'm a huge fan
Yeah.
of letting somebody that does what they do what they do. Right? Instead of me stepping on toes and saying, let me try to do what this guy already does. I don't want to do that, right? So I do like
This is gonna be on Spotify.
I'm about to bust in their freestyle, dude. So, but because I can do a music show anytime. Like that's what I do.
Mhm.
That's what I'm known for. It's what I'm
Flex.
famous for. Right? That's why I wear this T-shirt. It's a
Flex.
little too small. That's what I.
Did you drum for Catharsis around like 2011 or 12?
Yes.
I think we partied together and I was like 16. So
Where?
at some house. I don't know. I used to play at Graffitis like every week, and I played a couple shows with Catharsis there and Squeaky Lizard.
Yep. What band?
Myself. Me.
Just what?
Thomas
Thomas
McCormick.
McCormick.
Yeah.
Flex.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I googled this shit,
It'll probably
like,
be on
I
Graffitis.
would find something.
Yeah. Because I remember a guy that was, you were kind of swelt, but you had is that the word?
I appreciate
And
that.
svelte. I don't know, but you always had shorts on. I remember you drumming with like
Yeah,
swim
I
shorts
fuck
on.
with shorts.
Yeah, you were wearing like basketball shorts drumming.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the same dude.
Yeah.
I was way underage, so you're getting
Yeah.
canceled.
I'm not gonna talk about it, but I'm almost positive we're Escobar bros. But we'll talk about that after the pod.
You both
Oh,
fucked
you and
Pepper.
Phil?
I'm pretty sure we are. Pretty sure we are.
Are you serious?
Pretty sure we are.
You're not joking.
I'm not joking.
I have fucked no bitch on the entire Gulf Coast besides my wife.
Not a bitch.
I have a pretty special lady interest watching, so she'll be happy to know that me and Krangus are Eskimo bros. I'm sure it was like 42 years ago.
I almost feel like me and Phil. I'm like the lower level Pokemon that evolves into Phil.
Oh yeah.
I'm like the Squirtle and he's the Blastoise.
Yeah, I was gonna say Charmander and Charizard.
Yeah,
but wait a minute,
Pepper turns into Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Woo! I got concussions. I'm a faggot.
Another one.
There's another
he said
one.
he wasn't going to do it again.
Another one.
Sorry, dude.
We're so
Can't
in
contain
trouble.
him.
Sorry, Dale.
So, on the Eskimo bro thing, are you first or am I first? Who's first?
You're probably you're older than me, so you're
How old are you?
the person 33.
I'm 30. How old am I?
I don't know, man. 36.
I'm 34. I'll be 35 on March 28th.
Okay, so we're not.
Well, he got here later.
I'm the
than you.
baby. In
But
the room.
the person that I'm thinking of was
He
a
left
girl
for a
that in
while.
high school never would have talked to me, but then when late like a few years ago did. So
Oh.
Can
Okay,
we
what-
give first letter of first name?
I never touched a woman till I was 19.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
Krangus? Can we get
Straight up.
first name? First
Did I
letter
just say
of
that?
first name?
Yeah, you
Fucking
said it out
live?
loud. I heard you.
Fuck, we can't edit this?
Dude, it's
No,
fine.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine, dude.
It's okay.
Can we get first letter of first name?
Adolf.
Can we get first letter of the first name?
B.
Okay.
Phil,
Phil,
Hey,
no.
hey, hey,
Phil,
hey,
no.
hey.
Phil, no. Phil, no.
throw some names out that start with B.
Brittany.
I don't know.
Rihanna.
Bridget?
I'm not
No,
confirming or
Bridget?
denying because
I think he's just trying to work this out himself.
Yeah, no, no.
He might have only ever had
We're not
one
doing
B
that.
girl.
Belgium. No, it's
That's a country.
Yep,
So,
that is a country.
yeah.
Breakfast.
ball hog.
There we go. Tom Segura special.
Yeah,
Check
shout
it
out. Doing a podcast with Chris D'Elia.
big
Bitch.
dicks.
I don't think we're Eskimo brothers.
He did
I'm
not fuck
confident.
big dicks.
I'm confident. I don't think we are.
Okay.
I'm confident.
Well, hey, listen. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have this conversation after the mics get turned off,
Yeah.
and I will post on Facebook
Confirming.
confirming or denying this allegation.
Okay. Well,
Alligator allegation.
we'll go from that,
Yeah.
and we'll go right here. Thank you guys for coming on.
All right, Thomas, go ahead and lead prayer.
Oh, we got
You're the
we
prayer
got a
guy.
prayer.
I'll just say how great is our God. And
I'll tell you
do
what,
prayer hands, but
I'm
you're the
gonna-
prayer guy.
I'm gonna put the closing scene on, so they're not gonna see us, right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I have to put the
Perfect.
disclaimers on so we don't get sued. Because
Yeah.
we talked a lot of weird shit tonight,
Okay.
and I have a
don't think so.
legal disclaimer that I put out.
Sure.
It's pretty.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe you.
So, and
Calm
when
down.
I put this down, when I go 3, 2, 1, I want this prayer to be held,
All right,
and I want it to be done right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go. Go for it.
That little bitch that tried to cancel Kirk Franklin can suck my fucking dick. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above.
I hate that I know this.
Of course you do. If you don't, it's within you.
Awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and all. Our God is an awesome God.
What?
Our God, bitch, is an awesome God. Bitch lays from heaven above with wisdom.
Kurt Franklin is the shit.
and love. Our God is an awesome God.
I knew he was going to do that. So I took these off.
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God.
Thanks, guys. Bye.